Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dirty 20s D&D. My name is Kieran, and I will be your Dungeon Master for tonight's game of Icarius, the Black Between the Stars. Joining me tonight we have the usuals of Sophia, Rose, Morgan, and Gracie, who now have access to their own spaceship, so I guess prepare for things to get even more off the rails.
Hell yeah.
In terms of news this week, we've had a bunch of random YouTube uploads from our non-spoiler review of the Dungeons and Dragons movie, with this Friday, the spoiler review going up. That is the 31st, so be ready to watch that, because honestly, that movie was pretty good. It had a lot of things to discuss. Alongside that, there was a bunch of other random uploads from Baldur's Gate episodes to a video about one-shots. We've been gone for a while, so there's a lot that I'm sure I'm forgetting. That's kind of where my part of this ends. Do any of you guys have anything you'd like to discuss, bring up?
I don't think so. I'm gonna get on my little thing. There are lots of petitions and things going around about climate change right now, and that's rather a pressing matter if you haven't been paying attention to the news recently. I'll post some links to some of that stuff on Twitter and Instagram. Just because we are a group of people who like to think about taking care of the place where we live and hopefully having a bright future for generations after us. So, if you want to keep playing D&D forever, you have to have a real world to have a fake one. So, just check those out and make sure you're doing your part as an activist.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else?
You can have AI is terrifying, but you can have Chat GBT or whatever it is, DM Dungeons and Dragons session for you now.
That's so cool and
Okay.
scary.
Yes.
Look out, Kieran. They're coming for your job.
Hey, you know what?
I don't
Maybe
think
if I get early retirement, I don't think I'd be the angriest in the world. But alright, if that is everything, then I think we're going to play the intro and get into tonight's game of Icarius, the Black Between the Stars.
It's just me.
And welcome back. Last time, you all began touching down in the city of Corinth on the planet Azora. Somewhere in this city was Bellaris's ship. She knew where it was supposed to be, but from the fact that it was getting parking tickets, something would indicate that it had to have been moved. The four of you left your transport vessel along with Avran, the random clay golem that you rescued from a destroyed cargo hauler mid-journey, and you set out to investigate the Dryman's Paradise, a dive bar in the northern part of town where Bell's ship was supposed to be parked underneath. Once you got there, you sent Clem and Gwen inside to see if anyone was there, see what was going on, and what Marcus, the bartender, was up to. You learned that, not much was really happening, so you covertly questioned him on what was going on, under the guise of wanting to park your own ship there. You learned that the space was indeed empty and available, which means that Bell's ship was gone, and you also learned that he was supposed to lead Bell somewhere if she ever returned. After the two of you left the bar, you talked for a while about possible plans, including just ditching this idea entirely. Then you heard a crash as Marcus threw himself outside and tried to make a hasty run into the city. You caught up with him, though, and you interrogated him to learn the entire truth. The trap was an ambush that Jervis would spring on you as you walked down the main street. Marcus would take you around this, circumnavigating the trap and avoiding his sightlines, in exchange for not being killed by you. So, you maneuvered through the streets, devised a plan that would involve a pinch of invisibility, a hint of disguised self, and a dash of an interstellar tracker. And then once that tracker was planted, you would be able to track that ship wherever it was going. So, ta-da, plan made. And then plan destroyed, as once the tracker was planted and Bellaris' invisibility spell dropped, the ship kicked on and began to swing around towards her. Jervis, over the megaphone, shouted that he knew she'd come back, and that no one else would use so stupid of a door lock that it just had to be her, that the pin was 6969. So, whether or not it looked like her, Bellaris, he knew it was her. So then it became time to fight. You turned his ambush back on him, though, coming at him from all sides. Bellaris inside of the ship, and the rest of you on the streets, firing in through the glass windows and vaulting through the doors. And when the dust settled, Bellaris was standing over top of Jervis at the helm of Nanya, and you had emerged with the ship nearly unscathed. A valuable asset once again yours. And that's where we left off, with the ship in need of some minor repairs before it could go into space, and some evil jailbreakers in need of a violent end on the other side of the world. And I turn it over to you. What's happening? Where are we going?
We did so much, and I forgot about all of it.
We have a ship now.
You do.
Hell yeah, travel!
Exciting.
Mm.
Exciting.
Bellaris, you've never, taken them on a trip around the ship. If you want to, you guys can call which rooms are yours. Bellaris can lay down some ground rules if she wants. It's Belle's ship. Whatever she says goes, I'm assuming. Take it away.
Well, we should probably figure out what repairs are needed and also how much fuel we have, but I have a room on the ship, and then there's 4 other rooms. You guys can do with them what you want. I don't really care.
There's 6 other rooms.
6?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's two in the main level.
And 2.
Yeah, there's 2 in the
I
main
didn't
level.
see the other 2. Whoops.
And then there's 4 in the
That's
sub
my
level. So there's 2 levels on this ship. Directly underneath the cockpit, there is Bellaris' room, which is strikingly decorated in white, pink, and purple.
That's my own business, though.
It is. But they can clearly... Oh, the map! The map is not visible for the stream. Now it is. Strikingly decorated in those colors. And now the rest of you have choices. Also, Avran, still here.
I thought we put him in a field. Oh no.
You haven't
No, we
gone
were
to
gonna
a
get the
field
ship.
yet.
Yeah, we're getting the ship so we can take him to a field because we have
It
to
was
pass
on
it.
the yeah.
We have to go through a field, right? Like to get to where
Yes,
we need to be.
yes.
Well, he's
Okay.
like chilling for right now. I don't
He
think
is.
it's too
He's
big
He's
of an
just
an
kind of
issue.
walking around.
We can give him a room though.
Yeah. So he can just slop and clay all over the place, probably. Are clay
But-
I was not gonna ask that question. I'm thinking of like the clay golems from like Scooby-Doo, kind of like where they're like wet and like made of wet clay. Is that what he looks like?
He looks like
No,
a human,
he-
doesn't
so-
he?
He looks kind of sort of like a human who's melted and been formed all weird and wrong.
Oh, that's scary.
He's not... He's not wet to the touch. But
He's not a goo dude.
No, but if he touched like fabric or something, you think that he would leave little bits in the fabric.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
maybe we shouldn't give him a room. That'd be hard
Say-
to
but
clean.
but if
Crumbly.
he's walking on like a polished surface, he doesn't really
Yeah.
leave much other than maybe like a little wet ring mark, or like you know
Okay.
like when you would you know.
When you like drop clay that you're making and then you
Yeah.
pick it back up and there's like a mark on the table.
He's
Yeah.
slightly
Okay.
damp.
Yes.
Damp.
He's just existing.
He's
Okay.
clammy. That's what he is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes.
He's clammy.
Ew.
Now that we've discovered the moisture of our clay golem.
Is he
Yes.
cold and clammy or warm and clammy? This is very important.
He's cold and clammy.
Okay, that's better.
It could
Then
depend on the climate too.
It could.
I suppose
So,
so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This ship has
Wait.
2 gun stations at the front. The captain can alternatively take command of those, but doing so restricts them from being able to do other things like fly the ship faster, boost, do dodging actions. So typically those would be given to other people. There is a central table in the middle with straps so that you all can lock down because there's not enough seats in the cockpit. There's a kitchenette back here with, basic provisions and cookery things. These spaces are airlocks, so if you ever need to get in or out of the ship in the middle of space, that is how you do it, because there are doors otherwise. that is in front of a door, that is in front of a door. And down here, there's 2 small doors, and the whole back can also lower down. Like I said, there's 6 rooms, aside from Belarus's. There's 1 bathroom.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Sorry, folks.
so, yeah.
We're gonna have to come
God,
up
I
with
thought
some
this was
kind
a
of schedule, I
luxury
guess.
spaceship.
Eat a lot of bran.
It is
It's just
very,
like
it is a
No.
very fast
It's
ship.
just like at the sorority house. We'll make do.
Like, I can look at exactly how fast the ship is. I sent out the stats on the Patreon, so you guys can head over there if you want. But, handouts. Nunya. The ship, in atmosphere, can move 160 feet in an action.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that is its movement speed, when it's not jumping into hyperspace.
Wow. That's pretty fucking sick. Nice.
Well,
We
I
can
wanna
go
claim-
places.
I want to claim one of the rooms in the top level.
Do you want the one on the left or the one on the right?
I'll take the one on the left. Why
Okay.
not?
So that's the one that Clementine has claimed. And I can keep updating this map as you guys add posters or whatever to your rooms.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Get
like The
some-
Sims.
Yeah, get a Linkin Park poster, Avenged Sevenfold.
I want a mirror above my bed, please, and thank you.
Okay. I don't know how.
Quinn, where do you want to bunk?
Downstairs to the right.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, you just had to be the furthest away from me.
Yeah.
This is a hard decision. I'll
So-
take the other room on the top.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna tell you my logic was if we're sleeping and anything happens, I can be one
Yeah.
of the first people to the guns.
Yeah, same. Is
And
there
Gwendolyn
are
is
they
closer to the outside of the
stairs?
ship. So that way she can get
That's
blasted
true.
out faster.
Oh,
Good job,
lovely.
Gwen. But I guess, what are our next steps? Where are we going, boys?
Well, now that we know that our clay golem is cold and clammy but depends on the weather, I feel like we should check the weather of this field because we can't just leave him in a field if he's just gonna
Well, hey,
melt.
that's fair. That's fair. I feel like it's moderate temperature field, correct?
Well,
Oh no.
so
Roll check.
It's gotta be complicated.
there's little bits that you guys have learned, and I remember that you learned them, so I'm just gonna repeat them again because again, it's been a
Thank
minute.
you.
You guys are heading to a place known as the Golden Plains. They're named as such because the suns never rise above a certain point or set below a certain point. It is always in a perpetual golden twilight.
Oh,
So-
okay.
You don't have exact data on what temperature that would mean, but probably would mean it wouldn't ever get too warm or too cold.
Oh, okay.
That's
Have
so.
we?
As a reminder, again, 3 suns. That's how this happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Just-
It's gonna be so pretty. I'm so excited to imagine that. Woo.
Just so you all know, my it still is cutting out a lot. So if you ever say something to me and I don't respond, that's probably why. And also, I might have to ask for clarification because it still
Okay.
is not working.
That's fine.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm hearing excuses.
Excuse me.
Have we asked Avran where he wants to go, or did we just assume that he wanted to go to this plane?
No,
well,
you
we
haven't.
know
You
he
haven't
wants
asked
to
him
save his
anything.
person.
He does.
We when we first met him, we talked to him a little bit. His main thing and wants, and the only reason
I have
why he's
notes.
still alive, is that it was to protect the person that created him. He doesn't know where that person is, so. I mean,
And
realistically,
didn't
what
the
he
person who created him, weren't they mean or something?
yeah, they kind of just
They were
left
bad.
him.
Yeah. So the person who created him, you know this because he told the story. I think in conjunction with maybe something else. I don't know. The dude just teleported away. He was a wizard. When he was in a ship that blew up, the wizard just teleported away, left this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
I
that's
just
right.
came across my notes about Avran.
Yeah.
So
So I guess we could, Avrin, I have a quick
Mhm.
question for you.
Mhm.
Do you have a specific place you want to go, or is there somewhere that would be ideal for you? I mean, you could stay with us, but I feel like that's a little bit dangerous.
I'm not cleaning up his clay.
Okay, well, fair.
There is an option, Avran, in case you're like, I don't know, I'm a clay golem.
We have a place we think you'd like.
It's called the Golden Plains. It's very beautiful, so we hear.
He just kind of looks between you guys, you know, seemingly having come to this decision yourselves. He's like, if you think that's where I should go, then I will go there.
Where
Damn,
do
this is
you
so
think you
sad.
should
I
go?
really love him,
doesn't
and I
have
want to
any
keep him
thought.
forever. Can we just keep him on the ship, please?
If you
Like,
take
just
care
as
of him,
like,
you can keep him.
if I feed him and I take him out to the bathroom, can I have him, Belle, please?
Only if you take care of him.
Because
Why
Yes.
were we
I'm thinking that if we leave him on the ship as like maintenance and help, he was built as a golem to assist people, right? Like that's part of his purpose.
Yeah, that's fine. Just does he know anything about ships though?
No, but I'm sure if we told him how to do something, he'd be able to do it. And he's strong, so at least he can lift heavy things.
He's okay. He's clay. Is he really that strong? Shit doesn't just like.
I feel like in my D&D brain that clay golems are supposed to be strong, but I don't remember, and I could totally be wrong.
Well,
But I
they
don't
don't have
know.
muscle. They don't have muscle, so they're not gonna feel any pain if they're lifting something that's too heavy.
I don't know. He just sounds so sad,
We
and I
can
feel
keep
like
him.
I'm
I
looking
don't
at a
care.
dog.
I just. We
Oh
can
my
keep him. I
God.
don't care, but I will not be the one dealing with it.
If we have to,
So-
okay, but what was
Can
the
we come
point
to
of
a
us?
group consensus?
My question was why were we thinking about getting rid of him in the first place? Well, how did this whole leaving him in a field come to be?
Because we didn't
You just-
necessarily want to keep. It felt wrong to like just take him away from his master and then keep
He's
him.
a
He was like
liability.
imprisoned, so we thought maybe like him being free would be a better option, not necessarily working for us in another form of kind of imprisonment, I guess.
He doesn't have any thoughts or feelings of his own.
Hey, Avran.
Yes.
I know these are kind of complicated things. Do you want to like stay here, or would you prefer to go out on your own?
He thinks about this for a second. He looks back at you. I think I would rather. And he kind of like puts his hands on his head.
Take your time. It's okay. Deep breaths.
Hey guys, you know what we could do? We could go visit the Wizard of Oz, and he could give him a brain.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
God.
hey, shut up. He's doing his best.
And he forms kind of like what he's gonna say ahead of time, and he blurts it out. I think that I should probably just leave.
Okay, that's a
s-
fair.
Damn.
Yeah.
My master, I'm sure he needs me.
Oh, dude.
That is so true, bestie. All right, we will get you taken care of. Okay, so Golden Plains it is. Or should we take him somewhere with civilization?
Leave him in the city.
Yeah, like get him posted up in a hotel room for a night or two, and then
Give
I
him
don't
money
know.
for
What
a.
okay, what
passage.
difference is it gonna make, though?
I don't know.
Ever the pragmatist.
I think we need to leave him in the city.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Sure.
And like maybe
How
give him
much?
some money for
How
like
much money do I have?
ship trip to go. Maybe
Yeah.
he can ask people in the city, like, if they have seen his master.
Whoa.
Avalon, you know.
Yeah. I have to look and see how much money we have.
I can give him
I'm looking at the
8
bag of
gold
holding.
pieces.
Does he even know what money is?
Okay, but we can give him directions to guide
Listen,
him.
Bellaris, we are about to go deal with your bullshit. I don't want to hear you giving me a hard time about taking care of this clay golem, okay?
Yeah, I'm just saying we gotta. You can't just give him money if he
We can
doesn't know
guide
what
it.
it
We just
is
write
or
down
how to use it.
directions.
Living being. He is able to take care of himself for the most part. He's a sentient thing.
You know what's
Okay,
crazy is we're
Avrin.
having this whole argument right in front of him.
Yeah.
So you're just
Avrin.
insulting him.
Avrin, do you know? And I'm gonna hold out 1 gold piece. Do you know what this is?
Yes, that's a coin.
Okay, what can I do with it?
Trade it for something.
Like what?
Now you're just getting too technical.
No, I'm trying to make sure that if we give him money, he actually you know what I mean? Like,
We can give him directions.
If you need something, you trade it for whatever you need. If your master tells you to get something with the coin, you get that something for that amount of coin.
So he's bought
Okay.
things before. He got it
Okay.
taken care of.
that's helpful.
Oh
You
my
can't
God.
just send him out with money and not know if he knows how to use it.
You have such little faith in the creatures that crawl upon this world. Honestly, it's
Listen.
astonishing.
What's his name? Avran?
Avran, yes.
Yeah.
Avran, listen. I think this is what you need to do. We're going to give you some money, okay?
Mhm.
And I think you could, like, since we're in a pretty populated city, you can go around. Do you have a picture of your master? Do you remember what he looks like? Can you describe him to people?
I know what he looks like, yes.
Okay, just like ask people if they have seen this guy. Maybe they might be able to help you, and maybe if they like figure out like an idea of where you need to go, you can use some of the money to get passage on a ship or go wherever you need to be to find him. You think that sounds like a good idea?
If you think it's best that I go from here, then yes. But I will find my
Okay.
master.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm just giving you tips on how you might be able to find him.
Absolutely. I'm gonna pull out 10 gold from the bag of holding. Is that enough? Should I take out more?
I mean, how much did we have to pay for that one ship trip?
I forget.
It's somewhere between like 15 and 25
You know
gold a
what?
person for a rough like a decent length journey.
Here, Avrin, other instructions or another suggestion would be to go to a magic shop and get a sending spell and try and send a message to your
do
master.
we have any?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't know if we have any, but at least that's probably the most direct way to start.
Okay.
Oh, also we should give him enough gold to get that and stay somewhere.
Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna give him 50 gold to be
Sure.
safe, and that's what we're gonna do. And I'd fix it in the bag of holding, so that's all we gotta worry about. So I'll take that, and that's done.
How much money do
Cool.
we have?
We currently have 416 gold pieces after I gave him that extra.
Okay.
And we have that big case of platinum as well.
Yeah.
So
Sorry about
I
the
think we're pretty
motorcycle.
well set.
No,
But
it's
yeah,
fine. It's just
so-
adding a little a mood to the
Yeah.
The
setting the
atmosphere
mood.
to
Yeah.
the city life.
It's a really sunny day here, so I think
Oh,
that's why people are out.
Me and Gracie had to go to the grocery store earlier today, and it was a nightmare. It was literally terrifying. I was so scared. There were so many people. Okay, but we should. Is there a magic shop nearby that we know about, Kieran?
Yes.
Isn't it with
I think we went to one, right?
You did. The Angel's Kiss, it looks like.
Okay.
Yes.
So we can take him there and make sure he gets a sending spell and everything, and then we can head
Damn,
out.
I forgot. Avrin apparently was tumbling through space for 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
Helmy's been through some shit. Of course he knows how to
Jesus
use money.
Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, can we walk him over there and drop him off real fast?
Yeah.
We're gonna be there when he sends the message.
Okay, well, we can get him the sending spell, and then we can...
Also, what kind of repairs does the ship need, Kieran? Because while we're out, we can maybe inquire about.
The ship
Or is it
has
stuff
That's
that
a good
I
idea.
can fix?
the ship has
Is it stuff I could fix?
the ship has 2 broken doors, one external, one internal, and it has some broken windows.
But
Yeah, okay.
we don't have to worry about the internal door, do we? Just to get into space.
No, you don't have to worry about the internal door for space. The other stuff, the broken windows and the broken external door, yeah, those have
Yeah.
to be fixed before you can go into space.
Okay, so maybe we can all go together to the magic shop. I don't care. Or while you guys do that,
I would say
can
me and
go-
Clem can go to the magic shop, and you guys can go get parts and stuff.
Sure, Gwen, do you want to come with me to fix the ship?
Yeah.
Cool. Also, we'll get fuel. I don't know, Kieran, what's the fuel rating?
Roughly about half.
Yeah, might as well fill it up.
Yeah, say
I mean,
half
if
a
we're
tank
starting-
is maybe 3-ish days.
What's that? Yeah, well, what I was gonna say, what's that even mean in space terms?
It's about 3 days travel.
Okay. Then yeah, I'd say we should probably fill up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I don't care which group goes first.
Just say who's going where and what you're doing.
Can
Me
you guys
and-
go for? I
Oh,
want to
go
get some
ahead.
coffee. Sorry.
No,
Sure,
you're okay.
you go first. Okay.
You're good.
So where might we find a... Wait, where's that little gnome that we were talking to? Is he still with us or is he away now?
Gnome. What do you mean?
Oh, you mean the bartender?
Yeah, wasn't he a gnome?
No,
He was a
he's
human.
Yeah, where is Marcus?
He left.
Marcus is not... So, okay. My assumption was that you guys went onto the ship, and because Marcus upheld his end of the bargain, you let him walk away. If you want to, you could catch up with him, but...
He will probably run away again.
Is there like a random shop or something that's near, just like...
What kind of shop?
It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go in and ask where I could find a ship repairman.
Oh, yeah. Sure, there's a shop nearby.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, you head down off the ship. You are in the, kind of rundown, like, bit of a junkyard, bit of a shipyard that you, that Jervis tossed your ship into. And you look around, and you can see that there's a couple of, like, thrifty kind of places, like, used goods, sales. There's, place that looks kind of sketchy. Every window is barred, and it just says guns, guns, guns on one of the windows. The sign has been, like, destroyed after years.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a blanket really quick and try and shove it in my door because your door's open and
Yes.
sound is terrible. So
Okay, well, okay. I can close my door, and I will start to boil, but it's okay. I'll live.
Well, if there's no cats in your office, you could open up your window.
True. Watch
Fresh
me now as I
air.
open up my window.
Me and
Riveting
Gracie
content.
took a walk yesterday and had we experienced the outdoors, and it was wonderful.
Okay.
Wait,
I
what
felt
did
the
you have that was
depression
wonderful?
melting away.
What
What'd
did you
say?
have? What did you have that was wonderful?
Oh, we went on a little hike yesterday to enjoy the outdoors, as Kieran was
Oh.
doing while he was opening his window.
Lovely. We went on a walk last week too.
It's
Yeah.
We
nice.
live. We live like
Nature.
very close to the Henry Ford estate, which he was a Nazi and sucked, but the rest of his family not as terrible as him. So, but his house is real nice. And you can go walk around his big property and it's really, really beautiful.
Mhm.
Nice.
Anyway, okay, so there's a shop that's all barred up and says guns, guns, guns. Let's go in because that
Cool.
seems so safe. Cool.
So you head over towards this place, and
I'm about to
you
meet the army car from Cars.
you can see that there's these like glass doors that have like posters covering like the outside to like keep the suns from blaring down to the business. When you open it, you can see that there's this kind of dusty, kind of dirty, like long and skinny shop.
Okay.
With like mostly just like tactical clothing, for like in these racks and things along the walls. There's like a big tower of like boot boxes in the middle. You know, kind of like the vibe. Looking past that, you can see that there is a long counter stretched along one side, whilst the other has like targets like all propped up against the wall. And you can see behind this there is a male dwarf who is got something a gun fully disassembled on the counter. And he looks over at you like with one eye, and then looks back down at what he's doing, as you all as whoever's there files in. Who is here, by the way? Just
It's me
Belarus?
and Gwen.
You and Gwen? Okay.
Me.
What would you guys like to do?
What did you say he had on the counter? It cut
A
out.
disassembled gun. He's field stripped and is cleaning it.
Okay.
I
We
guess
wander
I don't know
in.
why he's giving me bombastic side eye, but we're gonna walk up and talk to him.
All right. Thank God I showed Kieran
That-
what that was this week.
That was a delayed
my
reaction
God.
on my part. That was good. Okay. So you go up to him and you said you ask him, "What's up?"
Yeah, I'm just gonna say,
Okay.
hey. Well, no, I'll just say hello, I guess, to start.
Hello,
What's your name?
Red Wolf. You?
Belarus. Wow, you're a real talker. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You buying guns?
We'll see. I really just had a question. I'm not from around here necessarily, and I saw your great looking storefront, and thought you might know who could help repair some damage to my ship. Nothing major, just some windows that got broken and that kind of thing.
You cops?
Huh?
Okay. Gwen really answered. You want this on the books or off the books? Are we talking we had to file a report here? I have two guys.
No, it's just my ship that needs to be. I don't really care what channels we go through, official or non.
He looks you up and down at you're not picking up what he's putting down, and so therefore he's like, head down the street 3 or 4 blocks. There's a place, Rivet and Revit. It's just go there. They do good work.
Okay, and what was the name? What? And wait, I'm having a hard time understanding you. What's your name again?
Red Wolf.
Red Wolf?
Good enough. The place is called Rivet and Revit.
Rip it and Revit, or Rivet and Rev?
That speaks Russian.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Discord is a hard translator.
It is.
Yeah.
The place is called Rivet and Revit. So as in
Okay.
like a rivet gun and then Revit like an engine. You know? Because I'm coy. He then looks at you. If you're not here for guns, get out.
Oh,
Wow, what a great salesman.
I
You're a
am.
good guy to know.
I could sell anyone anything. Would you like me to show you?
I'll just look at Gwyn and say, do we want him to show us?
I kind of want to know.
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna roll.
Make your sale to this fine lady.
I'm gonna roll an insight check against Gwynrel. All right. He looks you up and down for like a second, and he's like, "I know." And he reaches down into his counter and he pulls out what looks like a small hinged metal device. It looks like it's like two stacked rectangles on top of each other. No. This. And then he basically holds one side and flicks it out, and it's a very tiny concealed gun. This gun, you can strap it to the inside of your wrist. Very deadly. Gets through most metal detectors. It's made of a polycarbonate plastic solution. You sense me.
Oh.
You read to me as the kind of person who likes to not make a big entrance, but yet have a very, very large impact. I see what you carry right now. They're very loud. If you want to get a gun into a place where you can do as much damage as you can with your fists, this is what you want.
How much?
Alright, so, with 4 shots, he will sell you a concealed pistol for... Let's go 45 gold.
Is that good or is that
Yeah,
bad?
he's-
How much gold do
Well,
I have?
He
I think
yeah, he's
it's
like,
fine. It's just more like, well, so how much money do we have again in our bag of holding? Just because we gotta.
it's
also
45
pay
gold
the
with 4
repairs.
shots. If you wish to pick up some more ammo, I will sell it to you at a reduced rate for your first purchase.
We have 416 gold, but we also have that case of platinum.
Okay, so
we can't
I
be
don't need.
insanely frivolous, but we can afford to buy good weapons and things that we can
Okay.
invest in. So if you want it, get it.
Okay, I was like, do we have our own separate money or is it all everything?
You
Well,
have your own money if you kept it separate.
Yeah.
Like, I think that on your character sheet you might have some written down. But also the party fund is the party fund for a reason.
That's true. I'll take it.
He just looks at you. Very good. And he sets it down and he pulls out. So he shows you it can take 4 shots at a time. The shots are actually, because of how small this thing is, the shots actually angle them, like they're angled in the barrel, in the cartridge. And then when they hit the barrel, they tap straight. Because that's how small this thing has to be.
Oh my god.
Yes, if you want to, you can literally just like belt strap this to your wrist in like a long sleeved anything, and it won't set off a metal detector, and honestly, you can probably get away with getting it through most things.
Sick.
Yeah, it's the exact same stats as your guns, but it only deals with d6 damage on a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that yours are d8s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, deals with d6.
Okay. So then I look at Belle and I'm like, that's a salesman right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
And
you do.
then I look at you and I say, pleasure doing business with you. And I shoot you a little wink.
Of course. And
Cool.
and then he just goes back down to cleaning and reassembling the pistol that he was working on the table.
Amazing. So rivet and rebbit.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go. Or if it's time for the other group, I don't know. However, Kieran wants to do this.
Are you guys looking
yeah.
for ships too? Like ship parts? Sorry. I did not
No,
hear
they
that.
were
just
they were
going-
looking for a
we're-
place
now
to, yeah, to
Yeah,
repair the
now we
ship.
know where we're supposed to go to get our ship repaired, so.
Okay. Sorry.
No,
And
it's fine.
Clementine and Dr. Hadley, what were you wishing to do?
We wanted to take Avran to that magic shop, right, Clem?
So he can send his message.
Okay. All right. So you get, you head a few blocks over towards a more decent part of the town, and you find this shop with, you can see that there's like a neon like transitionary scaling sign of an angel blowing a kiss and then coming back and then going forward and then coming back, and
That's
this
kind of cute.
yeah, it's a woman with a halo and these large bird wings. And the
should
shop
steal
itself
that
is called
sign.
the Angel's Kiss. As you make it to the front door, you can see that there's I mean, you guys know magic. It looks like this place has been like spot polished, but it's more likely that someone just went outside, prestidigitated the front of the shop clean, and then went back inside. There was
Fair and valid.
barely any work put into this outside of learning the cantrip.
That's fair.
Um,
That's fair.
Hey,
it
it's
looks
useful.
nice.
It does.
Yeah.
So you three head inside, and you can see that it's quite a small place, quite tall. There's these shelves kind of stacked throughout the place with different like categories on them, like these are there's one for like rings, there's one for wands, there's miscellaneous. In the counter you can see that there's all these like vague varied glowing jewels, and you can see that in the counter right next to the door, behind it, there is a man with like pure gold eyes, no pupils, no anything, just solid
Oh my
gold.
god.
Brown hair that's kind of pretty much all short, a little bit curly. Like tanned, darker skin.
Wow.
And he's just looking at you. Hello there. Is there anything I can do for you lovely folks?
God.
You look
Damn
like
it,
an
Kieran!
angel. You look like an angel.
Yeah,
Well,
I
thank
get the
you.
bit now. I get it. That's crazy. With the
Did it
sign.
hurt when
That's
you fell from
adorable.
heaven?
Wow. We're
Actually,
gonna love
yes,
you.
quite. It did. I
Damn.
broke both my arms. It was quite painful.
Oh. Oh fuck.
Well, good to see you're back in healthy condition.
Except my arm does this now, and his arm like kind of bends like an extra couple degrees at the elbow. I'm just
Oh my
joking. That happened
God.
when I was a child. Now, what can I get you, lovely folks? Most people don't come into my shop unless they know exactly what they want. I'm hoping for a
What?
surprise, but also I think
Send a message for this lovely
Lovely friend of ours.
guy right here, Avran. Sorry.
Avran.
of course.
What,
He looks-
What's
he-
your name?
The name's
I just
Bruma.
need to know really fast. What was it?
Bruma.
Let me just write that down. Going in the
Store is
notes.
kissed by an angel.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. What session are we on? 15?
Yes.
Okay.
Come here, my golemish friend. And he pulls out, what's the object for sending? I feel like it's like a crystal. What's the thing for sending? Player's handbook. Help me. He's gonna do the material component on this one because he is. I swear to God, if there's nothing. No, it is. Okay. He pulls Avran close to him now, and then he, from his sleeve, pulls out a length of copper wire and starts twirling it, and it forms a disc in the air, kind of following the tip of his finger. Now, my strange friend, I hope you don't mind me saying that. Who do you wish to send a message to, and what would you like its contents to be? And then Avran just thinks for a second. My master. Perhaps before we send the message, I should... You will want to be careful. And then, Bruma slows his finger and grabs the wire at the air. Girls, do you know what he's talking about?
We know his master was a wizard of some sort, but we don't know exactly the backstory of everything.
All right.
What are...
I'm going to... Okay. And then he holds his hands together and kind of does that and, like, pushes his hands apart. And the shelves in the store kind of, like, space out until there's, like, this big, like, 20-ish foot square area. And he's like, I'm going to make a little bit of a magic circle on the ground, kind of a method of protecting myself. While I do that, could you start maybe telling me about your master? I need to know as much about him as I can. And in this time, as he's creating this magic barrier, Avran gives a verbal description, his best guess for where he would have gone, and sort of tries his best to fill Bruma in with what he can. And when Bruma's done, it's like, And he pulls the wire out. Now, what sort of a message did we want to send here? And he's like, I need to know where he's gone.
You should tell him where you are.
Yes, I should. And Bruma's kind of thinking
What
this
if he's
over.
a bad guy?
We'll be
Well,
gone.
I'm not there. It doesn't matter.
So,
Get out of here.
in
Meta pigeon.
25 words, we want to let him know where you are, ask where he is, and might I ask, why were you afraid? You've said a lot about him physically, about where he'd be. Is this the kind of individual who would, I don't know, track someone down who managed to locate them with the sending spell?
That is good to know.
Avran's like, I don't know. He was very unpredictable. I just listened to what he said.
Why would he track you down, good sir, Brahma?
Because
Yeah.
those who are less than sane tend to take their privacy a little bit more extreme. A common delusion of those of the wizardly order when they get to the higher powers is that everyone's kind of coming to get them, and, well, they don't tend to treat those well who would locate them without their permission. So,
Would he
just-
know it's you sent, like, casting the spell?
There are ways of magically tracing those who cast spells. He most likely wouldn't know me. Though, who knows at this point? I think I'm ready, though. I think I'm ready. Is there anything else that we wanted to add, or is it simply a letting them know where you are and then asking where they are? Or is that it?
He's kind of based on orders, so maybe what he should do next.
All right, I think I can fit this across. And then he casts the spell, sends this line up into the air, spinning, and then all of a sudden it tethers itself. It extends, and the tip of it starts to glow. Master of Avran. He wishes to know where you've gone and what he should do next. He is on the planet Azora, the city of Corinth, and awaits your instructions.
Nice.
And then it pauses. And he looks around. No, wait. And he kind of says. And then all of a sudden, he like flinches backwards. Oh. And then the copper wire comes back into his hand.
We just
Well,
kill
that
this
was
man.
intense. Avran, your master simply wishes for you to wait here. He would not give me his current location, and through his 25 loudly exclaimed words, all I got was for you to sit and wait, and he would come.
Damn, this guy is not gonna come.
If we come back here, if by the time we come back here, he is not come and gotten him, we're taking him with us.
Okay.
It's happening. I'm putting my
Okay.
foot down.
All right. Bruma then looks to you all. All right, now the fee. You didn't think you could get away with me that easily. For a sending spell, plus the cost of the chalk for the magic circle to make sure that he could do nothing more than say a strongly worded message back to me. 35 gold, please.
Alright, Avran, give him your money.
Okay.
You gotta learn to pay for things yourself. Count it out.
Yeah.
We'll be back in
He
like
counts it out
5
on the
days.
counter. And as he's doing that, Bruma then looks at you both. Now, ladies, might I inquire if you have any magical needs? I have, and then he kind of like starts moving his hands, and the shelves start like twisting and turning around. The wood scraping on the floor. You can hear the shelves like kind of dancing and scraping along. Do you have any needs for rings of protection, spell scrolls? And then he does this with his hand, and then a shelf flies forward. Cloaks. They don't do anything. They just look cool. Is there anything any of you desire?
What can I get for 8 gold?
I can get you a very cool looking cloak.
Ooh.
Take it.
Hell yeah.
And
want-
you want to what?
I want the like not black but not gray, that like the in between black and gray one.
I got just what you're
mhm.
looking for. And he waves his hand, and you can see as a mage hand grabs onto the hem of a cloak and lifts it up and sort of spins itself around for you. You can see this off black cloak, like just that tiniest hint of green to pull it away from true black towards gray.
Okay.
With like a gold hem at the bottom of it. The hood of it.
Kieran, you've been studying the color wheel.
Mhm.
The hood of it is quite wide, and you could see that it would most likely be big enough to fit around your horns.
Hell yeah.
Oh yes. Okay, perfect. Take my money. Thank you.
You mentioned rings of protection.
Yes, I did.
My bones are pretty frail. Can I see some of those?
So he then mage hands a box over from a shelf, opens it up. There are 3 rings inside of this box. One of them is a standard ring of protection. This ring raises your armor class and all of your saving throws by 1. It's attunement. He also has rings of fire resistance and lightning resistance.
How much is just the regular one?
The regular one, he's like, incredibly useful for many people for many different reasons. Most of them are brutes who wield gigantic two-handed weapons, but honestly, it could be used by anyone. I charge for this 250 gold, but because I like you quite a lot, I might be willing to drop it down a bit to 215.
We still don't know how much the ship is gonna cost.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. But let me see if I can do something sneaky. Hold on. Give me a second. He was cute and now I'm mad. but he's
This
magical
also
and
reminds
probably-
me of how in the first campaign we ever played with Kieran, somehow he allowed me to have one of the strongest rings possible for fire.
Yeah, so I gave her a ring of elemental control fire.
Oh. very
Not
nice.
gave. I think I sold it to her.
No,
Or
I
or
did
no.
not have to pay for it. Someone
Oh
else,
no,
like a
it was a
king
loan.
paid for
It was a
for me.
loan. Right, yes.
Well, maybe I'll come back for it after we get the ship fixed
All
and
right.
some of this other stuff processed, because my 14 armor class is sad and I get hurt rather often. But anyway, we might be back, we might not. If you see Avran wandering around, you better be nice to him, and if anybody threatens him, you better fucking step in, I swear to God. Anyway,
I
we
will
should
keep an
probably
eye
go.
out.
Clem, did you need anything else?
Nope, I got my cloak.
Dick. Nice.
So-
Alright.
Clementine, just want to let you know, you are covered in clothing.
Yes.
You have your regular
Clementine
clothes.
just wears so many things.
You have your regular clothes. You have your cloak of invisibility, and you have this other cloak,
Yes.
She gets really warm, and she's covered in fur half
and
the
covered in
time,
fur.
so-
Like part of her body is covered in fur.
She's just constantly sweating. Profusely.
He's a warm clammy.
That's okay. It depends on the climate.
Right. I'll be
Mhm.
ready when we go into like a blizzard.
Well, and you know what? I'm wearing a sports bra and a lab coat, so you know who's not? Me. So I can't
So
say
I
anything.
actually,
You can borrow
Clementine,
one of my cloaks.
Oh, sick.
was Clementine there when you guys were on Trixitus, which was the blizzard? like,
Mm,
No.
the
No.
Yeah, no.
No. It was still Mavice, I think.
Oh yeah, it was. So, oh yeah, no. Okay, so Clementine, you weren't there. Oh, I remember. You came to the session after that. That was a planet that had been ripped away from its sun, so it got really freaking cold. You would have been
We had
great.
to buy coats. We had to buy coats.
You did have to buy
Oh
coats.
my god. Where are those
And
coats
then-
now?
Gunner got killed. Damn it. I liked that guy too. That was so sad. Anyway,
Why have NPCs if they can't be hot?
that's fair. That's a good, valid
true.
thing, Kieran. Thank you for living by that. It makes our
I want that
lives
stitched
easier.
on a pillow.
Man, have
Yeah.
you guys? Okay,
I
totally.
literally,
gotta pitch
say,
this in there. Have you guys seen Once Upon a Time?
Yes.
Some of it. Kieran has probably seen none. I don't know.
no, I probably not. I mean, I know the name, but I've not watched it.
I've watched
Okay,
through
well-
osmosis.
So a spoiler without spoiling as much as I can. There's a very attractive character, and I was excited about starting the show because of this very attractive character who dies in like the third episode. Like
No.
Yeah.
I was so mad, but they do make
Yeah.
up for it. They bring in other very attractive characters to kind of make up for it.
I'm gonna write a little note with a flashing thing. This is gonna be like, skip
Oh.
this if you don't want spoilers.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. For Once Upon a Time. When did that show start airing?
Yeah, it
Oh my God,
started
like,
and
the
ended
early
years
2000s.
ago.
I know that's
Like this
that. To be fair though, that is the joke, isn't it? Avoid spoilers
Oh,
for a
so
30-year-old thing or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's the same
2000 was
era
30
as,
years
like,
ago, right?
Charmed, Grimm.
We're ancient.
Yes.
I like that one though.
Kieran has seen Regina's costume though, her dress with the big collar on it because it was at the Henry Ford.
Oh, yeah.
And he's seen Hook's costume as well.
Oh cool.
Whatever that counts for. I have also seen these, but I knew the relevancy of
We all
it.
know that there's only one Hook costume, and it was worn in that movie with. Oh God,
Robin
no!
Williams.
Now is a terrible time. Robin Williams. Yes, there you go. You got the name.
I love that movie.
That is a
I
really
love
good
that movie so
It's
much.
a really fun movie.
I had a sheltered
Or
childhood
two.
and did not ever see
Shut
it.
up. Shut up, Gracie.
I'm sorry, what
we want
movie?
to talk about your Cher shirt? I don't think so. Mhm.
Okay.
I'm bringing it out on stream too.
No.
Anyway, we leave the magic shop.
Yes, you do.
With and wait. Where are we you gonna put Avron to wait?
We should probably find like a tavern or something that he can wait outside of.
An inn.
Or like a central area. Is
No,
there
I
like a
think it's
town square? I don't think so.
I don't want to leave him outside.
There's a couple of areas where people gather in this town. They're not amazing because this town's pretty skeevy,
Not
but
super awesome, yeah. Let's find a tavern really fast, have him post up. He has some money. He has enough to get him probably a cheap room for a night or two, or at least enough to pay for things so he can sleep in the bar.
Yeah.
Can I meta for 2 seconds as long as it's a very slight thing that doesn't actually matter?
Go for it.
I was gonna say maybe tell him not to trust anyone except
Oh, that's a fair point.
except maybe his master, and even then his
Be
master
careful.
sent him tumbling through space for 35 years, so as much as he's loyal to him, he probably shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Especially after the angry message of
Yeah.
whatever actually happened there. Hopefully that's not
Okay.
too meta. But that's
No. So we'll take him to the closest tavern and sit him down.
Okay.
Okay, Abrant. Here's a list of some things that we're gonna leave you with. My name is Dr. Enya Hadley. And her name is Clementine. Do you have a last name?
No.
Okay, it's just Clementine.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever get in trouble or you need anything, you can do exactly what you just did and find somebody who can send someone a message and call for us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And also, I know that you have loyalty to your master, and I understand that. But something tells me that there might be a little bit of resentment or not super great things going on there. If he ever makes you do something bad, or I don't know, just be careful, okay?
I will.
And
He's
don't
like-
trust any of the people here.
Mm-hmm. He just kind of looks around. Thank you.
Oh my fucking god.
We
Jesus
give you a
Christ.
hug. Like,
Yeah.
we
I love
just get a
you
little
so
group hug
much.
here.
Oh!
Come here.
Yeah, I'm gonna give this
A cold,
man a
clammy hug.
Hey, I don't care. I don't
That's
give a
gonna
shit,
get clay
Kieran.
all over you.
I don't care. I'll
That's
wash my
fine.
clothes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my new cloak off first though and kind of like set it down and then hug him.
Okay.
Damn.
Alright.
Alright.
We'll be probably back in, I don't know, we might die. I'm not gonna guarantee. Eventually, we'll come back, and if you're still here, you can come with us, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here before I sob like a baby.
Alright.
Love this man.
We cut back over to Bellaris and Gwynril, who walk a few blocks down to the Rivet and Revit Mechanic Shop. There you can see that there's a large open, lot with some, little, hover bikes and whatnot that are all waiting out. There's maybe a car or two. And then you can see the front office if you want to just go on ahead and head in.
Sure.
Say, the place seems dirty, but it's usual mechanic dirty. It's not, run down or abandoned. So, the two of you head to the front door. Big door. Very big door. And you push it through, and on the inside, you can see behind a desk with... Oh, I'm blurry. Hello?
What if
I've
it's
been
your
there.
native blurring?
There we go. No, it's not. That was regular webcam.
Okay.
Hit it with the eye. You can see behind a counter, holding a newspaper, are these gigantic gray hands that when you open the door, the bell chimes, and he flips the paper down, and you just see the head of an elephant. As this gigantic man with these humongous, like, thick gray arms, these big fingers, place the paper down, and just looks at you. Hi. Welcome to Rivet and Revit. Is there anything I can get for you two?
Yeah, hi. What's your name?
I'm Horndreed, the master mechanic here, and he stands up and holds a gigantic mitt out for you. He's a Loxodon. That's a race in D&D.
I love
In case it
it.
wasn't
I shake
clear.
his
Yeah.
I
Well.
shake his hand, foot, whatever it would be.
No,
called.
it's a hand. It's like
Sorry, I thought you were gonna say
no,
something.
it's fine. I can jump in, or you can jump in.
No. Yeah, so I have a ship that just needs some slight repairs. I have an exterior door and just a few windows that got broken. I don't know if you'd have room for my ship here in your yard to repair it. It's only a few blocks away though. But yeah, we could use to have that be repaired.
I can head down and take a look at it. Where did you say it was? It was a few blocks down.
Yeah, I don't know what the yard would be called.
Yeah,
but
no, it's fine. We can just hand wave that.
I can go with you.
Yeah.
Do you want some kind of like deposit or something? You're just gonna walk with two random strangers? I mean, you look pretty capable of yourself, but
He just looks at the two of you. I'll be fine. I want to see what's wrong with it properly before I give you any sort of a quote. And to do
Okay.
that, and to ask for a deposit, I'd need to have a quote. So
Oh,
let's
okay.
go. Let's walk down the street.
Right.
And he stands up. He's like 8.5 feet tall, 9 feet tall.
Oh my god.
And he like
Okay.
he's just this
Well,
gigantic
very
elephant
tall.
dude. And he just like is just walking down the road. He's got his little clipboard. It's got these like little glasses like around his neck. And he's just walking down the road, just like looking around. And when you guys finally make it to the yard,
NPCs never miss. They never miss, not even once. Wow.
say he gets to the yard. He's like he picks up the padlock on the gate. You didn't use this to get in, did you? That's fine. And he literally just closes his hand around it and tugs lightly, and the chain snaps. He just pushes the gate in. Just walks in.
I promise the ship is mine though. Like,
Oh, it's all right. Oh.
I wouldn't
I'm
really
sure
want
it
to
is,
repair
and
someone else's.
He's looking up at the door. He just like, you know, is just like checking the ship out. And he just walks around like once around. He's like, all right, so yeah, it is just the door and the windows. Everything else seems pretty sealed tight. I could have this fixed for you by afternoon tomorrow-ish. And he looks at his clipboard, just starts writing a few things. That door is really bent. I'd rather just replace it than fix it. Be a lot easier. The windows, obviously, those need to be just fully replaced. But I think... he's yawning. Just looks down.
You're gonna make us all yawn,
Yeah.
Karen. Stop it.
I can do this for, the windows are cheap. I could replace those windows for you for, like, 20 gold, like, parts and labor. The door. Wow. Not gonna take me very long, but I don't got many doors that size, so I'd have to see if any of the other yards got something. All in all the repairs. Charge you, 200 gold. Big door. Thick door. And he puts the clipboard down, takes the glasses off his eyes. Well, what's gonna be?
Okay.
Morgan.
That's a good deal. Honestly, that's
Yeah.
not bad.
I think that's fine.
All right. Well, see you afternoon tomorrow. Just need the key.
Mm. Okay.
About that. Do we have a
No,
key?
no, we
Yeah.
have the key.
Oh,
Key.
okay. I
Oh,
was checking.
I got your name, got the key. You got a phone number?
Do I? That's a great question. Do I
I
have
don't
a
know.
phone number?
Did you lose your phone?
Do we have a place that
Did
we're
I
staying?
have a phone? I didn't know I had one.
I assume we're just
you
gonna stay in
you have communicators. They don't work between planets because speed of light and all, but you have communicators.
yeah.
Unless you said you had to ditch it or it broke or you lost it or something.
Well, I just don't know how. I don't know how this works. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give him my intergalactic phone number. Sure.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily intergalactic, but yeah, you get the idea. And he's like, all right, well, it's
Can I go grab something off the ship before
sure, go for it. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go into the ship and into my dresser that's in my room.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say that I have communicator, like earpieces for all of us.
You're gonna
Can I do
say
that?
that.
Yeah, because it's my ship, and I would
Well,
have, like, why would I not have
Someone
little
occupied your ship for a few days. Let's roll a D100 and see if this happened. If they're still there. Yeah, they're still there.
I mean, you can make up the rules for how far the range is, but
I'll just let you guys cast
know.
message to each other, basically.
Okay.
If you're within 100 feet, you can say a quick message back and forth to each other. You get one message. If we're in combat or like initiative, you can say one thing, hear one thing, and that's it over those earpieces per turn.
per turn. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I
You
thought
can't just
were about
talk
to say-
infinitely.
No, that's
But-
fine.
Yeah, if you're like on opposite sides of like a building or a warehouse, you can, and you're in two separate combats because that happens. You can
Okay.
talk back and forth to each other a little bit.
Cool.
Otherwise, you might as well just shout. Okay, so other than that, is there anything else we wanted to take care of before you guys just have to figure out what you're doing for the rest of the day? You meet back up. Is there anything else anyone wanted to do in these little groups?
I'm good. I don't think there's anything else I need to do.
'Kay.
Right now, at least.
We should just meet up somewhere because we can't use the ship anyway at this
Mhm.
point. So we're kind of stuck here for about a day.
Do you want to head back to Dryman's Paradise? Dryman?
Hell yeah.
Yeah? See what Marcus is up to?
Update him. We got the ship getting repaired. Killed the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
you if you're not careful. But
Yeah. So is that actually what you want to do, or do you want to do something else? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think there's anywhere else we need to go.
Yeah.
Did we
I can't
buy
think of any.
something from Ginger? Or do we need
Is
to go
there
back
like
there?
a tiny little?
Oh,
Is there like a small little mission we can go on or something
You-
to get like a little extra money? Just something quick though, like that would not take very long at all.
You did buy something from Ginger. It was the Unbreakable Lockpick set.
That's what that was.
You already have. Bellaris already has it. Remember?
Okay, I just want to make sure we didn't have to go back and pick it up. I forgot.
Yes, Bellaris has that. A little thing you can do for money. You can just do some B&E. Just break it enter some places.
We could
Still
also
shit.
take that platinum to someone who could give us money for it.
Yeah, like an exchange.
Ooh, you know who could give us money for it?
Who?
Ginger.
Oh
my
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I fucked up my camera. Whoops.
You know who might be able to give us money too?
Hmm.
Bruma.
Bruma.
Oh, the angel
Brumo.
dude.
Well,
Brumo.
I don't. Brumo would give us money for platinum.
I don't know.
Where's
I
that
just want to
black
go see
black
Bruno
Ginger
again.
makes more
guy?
sense.
That's Ginger. That's the
I
black.
just want to see Bruno
That's
again.
Ginger? Oh,
Well,
I can't
if
remember
we
why, but I suddenly
sell-
need to go to the blacksmith.
If we sell the platinum to the blacksmith, we can go back and see Bruma because I need that ring of protection. And we also need money to pay to pay the man that we just met. So we need to go get this shit taken care of. Would we know that if that would be something that Ginger would pay us for?
Raw platinum? Probably.
Sick nasty. Another reason to go see this fucking
Who else?
blacksmith
I'm
again.
thinking like think about
Like
in
a
the
jeweler?
Mandalorian, like they take the raw Beskar and they make it into something.
Yeah.
This seems similar to me.
I agree with you. I just didn't know if they would have that much like gold on hand to give
That's true.
people.
So it
Like we could take it
that
to a
is still an
bank.
unknown, but you would guess that a
We could at least
blacksmith
get
would pay
some.
you for these are refined platinum ingots. So
Yeah, for materials, absolutely. Alrighty, we should go see Ginger then.
all right.
Cool.
So you return to the Sinful Solid Works. It's probably best guess for time, maybe like somewhere between 4 and 5 p.m. It's like getting to be like nighttime.
Oh, it's the most romantic
Well.
time of evening, Kieran.
Jesus.
Sorry,
Okay.
I need to go. I apologize.
Yeah, you
Okay.
need to wait in the car.
Oh, I'm
Hadley.
just trying to have a good time playing D&D. I apologize.
You make it back to Sinful Solid Works, where you can see that, I mean, nothing is actively happening right now outside, but you just head inside and you can see that sort of fixing things up, putting things, tools neatly back together, cleaning things off, is the tall ginger, the tall tiefling Ginger. I can say words, I can put them together in a certain order that makes them make sense. Bless you.
Sorry.
It's all right. What would you guys like to do as he turns around? What would you like to say?
Or no.
Hi. Yeah, we have some. It's the ore still, right?
No, this is not ore. This is you're just talking about the platinum ingots.
Oh, okay.
You do have 150 pounds of adamantine ore as well.
I'm sure we could give both.
Yeah,
some.
maybe we could sell a little bit of that too. Do you, Ginger? Do you have any use for what do you?
Calculator. Just
Oh.
doing some math.
Do you have any use for adamantium ore?
Well, I should think so, seeing as how I made them real fancy lockpicking tools for you.
Yeah.
You happen to got me?
How much? We do. I can't remember how much though, and my computer's kind of slow. I think that's also the problem. This MacBook is rather old, and I only open it once a month when we play.
So
Probably
you have
doesn't help
150 pounds of adamantine ore in your bag of holding.
Damn.
I'll just ask, how much is how much would you give for 1 pound of this adamantium ore?
Adamantine. Adamantium
Whatever.
is from Marvel. For raw adamantine ore, I'd give, I don't know, about 5 gold or so. Seems about fair, innit?
Sure. I'll just look at Hadley, who has the bag of holding, and say, how much do we want to...
Well, it's more so a question of how much money do you have? Because I
That's true.
feel like we have quite a bit of both
Yeah,
of these
how
things.
much ore would you want, I guess?
What supply are you able to afford right now? Because we have...
If we're just talking buying raw adamantine ore, I'd say I could give you maybe... I could give out maybe 300 gold for however much that gets me at that rate, which is...
Because it's... The 150 pounds is 750 gold pieces.
Yeah,
Altogether.
so... So 300 gold is slightly less than that, so I'm gonna try some math here.
You're good. You can also bullshit it, and none of us will judge you, Kieran.
We can always perfect it later.
Don't tell me. You're doing math. I'll
I
never
am
know
doing
if
math.
you're lying to me. I just have a silly little theater degree.
Say,
And that's why I
I am
roleplay.
genuinely doing the math on this.
Proud of you. He's a better DM than I could ever be.
Okay. So he will take 60 pounds off your hands for 300 gold.
Sick. Nice. Nice.
Just doing some cross multiplication and division over here on my notebook.
Proud of you. Alright. So that would leave us with how many gold pieces left?
450
Oh,
still.
I can do. Okay, thank you.
Because he just paid 300 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the platinum, that is a whole other realm of possibility.
So I do have some money in the register. Just gave you a lot of it. If you have even more just raw stuff, maybe you'd be interested in something of a trade instead.
Ooh, that's a fair point. I would probably be interested in
Trade.
that.
What do you have?
Oh my god.
Our ears have been perked. Hello.
Well, I have some things that I've found over the years. Some things that I've made over the years that people buy and then leave. I have adamantine armor pre-made, ready to go. I could just take some measurements and fit it down. All you ladies are mighty tiny. I could. I mean,
Sorry.
I have largely adamantine weapons and armor. So,
Okay.
if you're
sick.
interested in any of that, I have a couple random miscellaneous enchanted weapons. Most of them, I admit, pretty boring. They just are magic, which, hey, that'll do the job, but I can see that you all already have some things that are maybe a little bit more interesting than that. If you're interested in firearms, I got a couple kicking around, but it all depends. What are you in the mood for? And I'll see if I can't kick something up.
Can I group question real fast? Would it be
Mhm.
selfish to get a holy symbol made? Because right now I
No.
have like a fucking patch on my jacket.
No, go for it.
Okay. I would
Get
love
something
to.
real.
If you could, I don't know if this is possible because you probably have to
Ooh.
make a mold or
He
something.
was barking.
But if I could have, I would really like to have a holy symbol for my goddess. That would be wonderful.
Me too, actually.
Okay. Material. What are we thinking here? Just
I mean, I'd be fine with adamantine. That's totally fine.
Do
okay.
yours first and then do me, because you gave me the idea. So
I could make it very nice with a mold, but it would take some time.
I
Not
have
something
a
I could
feeling we
finish
might-
today.
We might be here for a little bit longer.
Okay.
we're here
well,
until at least tomorrow afternoon. So
Yeah, one holy symbol. So the mold would have to be unique for each of these. Molds take time.
true.
Well, we could always stop back through here.
Or
we
do you
check on Avrian anyway.
No, I
like
think-
shipping?
I think I could have a couple of holy symbols.
You're shipping?
I think I
don't
could have a
know
couple
what
of
the
holy
systems
symbols. I'm assuming you want to wear them like a necklace. You want it like a pendant. What are we talking here?
If I could have it on a piece of leather that I could strap to my belt, that would be wonderful.
Sure, I can do that. And you, ma'am? And he looks at you, Belarus.
Man. Anyway, yeah.
Lady.
I was thinking something of a medallion, kind
Yeah, I
of
can do
like
that.
on a necklace, but
Mhm. Sure.
not too girly.
I can do that. Now, if you just want to sketch me some rough designs, I'll see what I can make up. Now, for each of these, it more comes to the time and craft than the materials. I'd charge you maybe. And then let me look at the default cost, and I'll base it around that. Where's equipment? I passed right over it. Riveting gameplay.
I know. This is what live theater is like, folks. You want the VOD? This is what you get.
Exactly.
Unfiltered content.
He looks... maybe... For the two of you, custom work. It's small, but it's crafty. For both of yours, 20 gold total. So...
Not bad.
If you had more...
Yeah, that's actually less than what I thought it would be.
If you had more raw material to trade, we could start with that. If you had any other big pieces, if you're interested in getting anything else...
I'll leave Hadley to what we want to give for it.
Okay, so...
Ladies looking into... None of you really wear armor. So... That's my big thing out the window.
Here's my thing about armor. Is that it just looks so bad sometimes.
Oh, but it don't
it's
have
ugly. Stop it. Anyway, well,
I
how
wanted to
many
make it
pounds
curve
of
around
platinum
me.
do we have?
17 pounds. So that's
Okay.
50 gold a pop. That's 850 gold.
Okay, we could give like I don't know. I'd say like 400 gold worth, probably.
So that's...
Yeah, because
Does
8
anybody else have any other input?
not
I mean,
really.
we
'cause
could
I don't
just
think we're
we
really
could
gonna
just
use it.
get rid of like all of it if you wanted to. I mean, I think we should
Well,
keep
you
a
never
little
know
bit.
what it would come in use for, though, so I don't know if I'm keen to get rid of all of it. But
True.
also, like, that's just me saving for a rainy day. Like,
No, but I mean, also, this is a long campaign. We don't know.
exactly.
You never know.
You never
And
know what
also,
you
if
might
we
want to
need
use it
money in
for.
a pinch, we have a stockpile that we just have.
Yeah.
It's like having a savings account in Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
Financial
You said
banking.
almost always look bad. I saw a movie recently. Something really cool. He had this jacket on, right? And when he lifted it up and
Oh
they
my
shot
God.
at it. Yes, I'm doing that. When he shot at it, the bullets, even the lasers, just bounced right off. They just fell to the ground. I'm saying I might be able to get you some adamantine plates in your coat. Or maybe
That
something a
would be
little bit
really
lighter. Let me
Actually.
look actually, and then he picks up like a wrought piece of adamantine. Hold this.
I'll hold it.
What's your? I need to roll a strength check.
Oh my god.
Oh, I am
'Cause, like,
not a very strong person.
Because like, what is your strength is a 13.
Yeah.
Okay. So
A 9.
so a strength of a 13 is actually good to wear most. I think everything but plate armor, right?
I don't know.
Keep checking the equipment section of this book. Might as well just leave it
That's
open.
okay. It's important.
Yes, you can't wear splint or plate, but you could wear chainmail. So
Oh, okay.
this wouldn't really necessitate any of those. But as you do this, you kind of watch as like it looked really light, like as he picked it up and he kind of tossed it, and when he set it down in your hand, your body kind of like shifted forwards, and then you had picked yourself back up. He's like, all right, well,
It doesn't
maybe
weigh
some
as much in the bag.
yeah. Maybe some adamantine close to the body, and then more like Kevlar on the outsides. I think I could make something work here. I think I could make you some armor that looks very similar, very close to what you already got right now. If you don't want to change your look much, I think we can work with this. Though I do have to say, you might get shot less if you actually protected your abdomen.
Yeah, but like, she's so cute though, and the aesthetic, it's wonderful.
Okay, all right.
And not if I don't shoot. If I shoot them first, that should be fine. Which typically I do, so it's okay.
Okay. Now, are you interested in
Anyway.
doing this, or am I just pitching an idea?
No, that would be something that would be a really good idea, probably. Yeah, I should have some sort of armor. I do heal people, and if I have to heal myself, that's not very productive.
So, I think that we could, because it has to be metal, at least a little bit.
Yeah.
So it should probably be medium armor, because you also don't want stealth disadvantage.
Yeah.
I think that we could argue that this would be something like breastplate, where you have partial, technically partial leather, partial plate on the vital areas. So we could get plates on on your backs, maybe some plates on your forearms,
arms.
your shins, stuff like that, and your maybe some plates under your thighs. Basically, keep your appearance basically the same, but if you bring your lab coat up in front of yourself, it would be much more protective.
Yeah.
Now,
Sick. That's a good
that
idea.
costs 400 gold.
Woo!
But it would raise your armor class to 14 plus your dexterity, max of 2. So what's your
Damn.
dex? Your
How
dex
about
bonus
a-
is 3.
How about a
My dex
friend
is 3.
discount since
So
we
you're-
keep coming back?
So your AC would be 16.
That
You are
would
there,
be
so you could actually say
nice.
that. It's like, well, being entirely honest, that's the cost for a normal set, not this whatever set that I'm making. That honestly, I think it will work just fine, but I am having to stretch some things to get it there. So, you signed down for 20 for the holy symbols. Do this. It's 420. Very nice. If you have more ore, or you were talking about some platinum, you can just trade that.
Okay, group huddle really fast. I could
Okay.
also go over to the magic shop and get that ring of protection. And I believe it also raises my AC. I don't know by how much though.
1.
How much
It's
was that?
raises
That
your
one's
AC and all.
2.
Yeah, so that was 215. Raises your AC by 1 and all your saving throws by 1. The ring of protection.
I might, and that's only like 200 gold.
Yeah,
so I might just
whichever you
go with
prefer.
that instead.
Plus,
Wow.
Even though I
Or
really
Leaving
wanna.
Both.
Ginger.
I don't want
Hear me out. Both.
both? No.
Raise your
Both
AC
would-
to 17.
Listen, okay, here's the thing. Enya's already a little broken. That would be very nice. I would ultimately I would do both, but we are on limited funds
Yeah, well,
currently.
because also here's the thing: you and I have almost the same AC. So
Yeah.
if you get to have your AC be upgraded,
Hey, nobody's stopping you, bestie. You can go ahead and say you want to do whatever you want to do whenever you want to do it.
well, right now I'm mostly okay because I still have. When I do my mage armor every day, which I always do, my AC is actually technically 16. But when so
No, I'm
if
goofing with you.
if I don't do that though, my AC is only 13.
That's
But
fair. You could
you know.
always get something to. Would that boost the 16 that you normally do if your AC raises? I'm assuming so. Like that
yeah,
was-
I think it would boost both.
With the ring of protection, yes, her AC would go up by 1 for both states.
Okay.
She can't wear armor and do mage armor though. She also, yeah. So
Oh.
she's a blood hunter, so she has armor proficiency. But if she
Yeah.
wears armor, you can't cast mage armor.
That makes
So
sense.
then
Okay.
my AC is more like up in the air. But right now I'm fine. It's not that big
Okay.
a deal. If it was me though, I would go with the ring. I think that that's better.
I think
like,
that the
you
plus
get more
1 to
stuff.
my +1 to would like saving throws would be really
yeah,
helpful, too.
which is always nice.
Yeah. But okay, so I'm gonna do that. But eventually, we do have to come back here, and I might come see Ginger again because that's a really good offer. But
Yeah.
for right now, we'll just hand over that stuff and then get the holy symbols.
Okay, so you handed over what?
So we handed over the adamantine.
Yes,
And
I already
that
calculated
was-
that.
Yes, and then we were gonna do, I think, like 400 gold worth of the platinum.
I thought it
Alright.
was. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of something else.
So, you guys. Alright. Did you add the 300 gold from the adamantine to your party fund?
No, I didn't yet. I was midway doing that and I got distracted. Sorry.
Okay, I did it.
Thank you.
And how much of the platinum? Sorry?
400 gold.
400. So you're giving him 8
Mm-hmm.
ingots. So that's. So you get 380 out of that, or 38 platinum. Which I'm just going to have it be that. And then the 20 is going to go for your holy symbols. And we're done with math for now. I can put the calculator
Yay.
away.
Oh wait, do we have to add? Oh, we have the platinum. Never mind.
I did it,
I'm
yes.
a doofus. Thank you. Sorry. I
Not
was
sorry.
staring at the bag of holding and not paying attention.
It's okay. And he looks at you after you let him know that you're not going to go with this John Wick jacket. And he's like, all right, well, I will see you tomorrow. I hope that I have those holy symbols ready. But at the very least, I believe one of them will be done. Honestly, the biggest time is just creating the mold and then polishing the product. So,
Well, we're very grateful. It's very nice of you to do those things.
I will see y'all around. And he
Mhm.
gets to work with sand and making molds.
And
Bye.
I stay behind like 5 seconds just to watch him start getting to work.
Okay.
She
yeah.
lingers.
I linger.
I think I
Okay.
dropped my ring on the floor. I can't find it. What's going on?
Um,
Contacts fell out of my cybernetic eyeballs. Anyway, we should probably go see fuck, what I literally we just what wait Bruma. I got there.
Bruma, okay.
Bruma. Wait, why are
Okay.
we seeing him?
I want to get
Buy
the
a
ring.
ring.
Of protection.
Oh, that's right.
Alright.
Oh, yes, I get to see him again.
And they get to meet him.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, the
yeah.
4 of you head to a magic store called the Angel's Kiss. Belarus and Gwynril, this is the first time that you're seeing it. You see the neon angel blowing a kiss out on the top. You enter into this store with a mishmashed arrangement of shelves, and behind the counter you see a tan skin, short curly brown hair, pure golden-eyed man who's
Joel.
what? Hey, Joel. His hand is kind of under his chin, and he looks at you. Hello and welcome to the Angel's Kiss. It's lovely to see you both back here again. Now, I have a feeling that since you're back, you are interested in picking up something you saw.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that protection, the ringer protection, please.
Ah, very well.
And I don't
And
know
he
if anybody
claps
else wants. Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So
Sorry.
he claps his hands, and a bookshelf slides right up to you. He mage hands the case off, places it on the counter, pulls the ring out. As mentioned before, the ring goes for 215 gold, and he sets it on the counter.
Alrighty. Does anybody else want to look around for anything really fast?
I'm good.
Normally I would say yes, but I feel like I'm pretty set right now.
I'm
Okay.
looking at what I want as I stare directly at Bruma.
All
Do
right.
you have any? This feels like a place where you would have like love spells or something.
Well, I have a few things that could replicate such an effect. if you would be interested in an elixir or a spell scroll, I might be able to conjure something
Who
up.
are you trying to make fall in love?
Nobody. I was just
I'm a
interested.
lonely,
Oh.
lonely bird.
No, I'm a married woman, thank you very much. But I was just curious.
Could we make
Uh,
Avran fall in love with us and then
Platonically.
he would want to come with us?
And not be sad about it all the time.
Yeah.
Because I feel that's the main reason I feel like we shouldn't bring him with us is because he just sounds so sad about it.
Yeah,
But
because he's not
anyway.
doing what he was made to do. Yeah.
I think that me and Clementine are just having empty nest syndrome and we're getting nervous about it.
You
But
know what?
that's
I grew up
okay.
in a big family. I took care of my younger siblings.
I know. It's concerning. I get worried about it. I'm sure he's fine. Anyway, no, I think that we're just gonna get that ring then.
All right. And he sort of makes a marking in his ledger as you prepare the gold. So, I don't have a card for this. I'll make one.
Okay.
It's just it's a ring of protection. It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide. It's one of the first magic items that...
Yeah. Oh, I have
that
it.
they
I
made.
can
Yeah.
look at it. Don't worry. I
After
got
this,
you,
can we go
bestie.
on a break? Because I
Yes.
need to go to the bathroom.
Not allowed.
Well, that's too bad.
So,
Piss your pants. Sorry.
once you're done here at the Angel's Kiss, if no one else wanted anything, I figured that you guys would head out, find some inn to stay at, and take a long rest, get some rooms. Did you guys did you want to go to try to find a nice inn? Did you just want to go to a close one? What were we thinking of here? And was there anything else you wanted to do today, or did you want to basically time skip to tomorrow?
I'm good.
I'm good to time skip. I feel like we should not spend a shit ton of money on
No.
an inn. Like, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed. You know,
So you-
yeah.
You just find a local, nondescript inn. Maybe it's, 2 gold for all of your rooms, or however you want to arrange it. And, you get a decent night's sleep and a perfectly average bed. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, we'll see you all in 10 to 15 minutes with the other half of this episode of Icarius, the Black Between Stars.
Woo.
Bye!
Woo.
And welcome back. Where we left off, the party had just gone to long rest after a day of shopping and getting their ship repaired before they headed off to confront the Countess and the Council and stop them, hopefully, from releasing the 3rd member of their band. So, you're all long rested? All good? Everyone all right?
Yeah, I guess.
Has Hadley's... So I don't have it on the stream, but have you calculated your AC and stuff?
Yes, I got
Cool.
it. My AC is currently at 15 now. So, I've set it so it's
And you have a
legal.
plus
+1 to save.
9. You have a plus 9 to your wisdom save, right?
Oh
my God.
Wait,
Holy
and it's
shit.
a day, right? So I could pick different spells if I want. Like
Yes,
now's the time
yes,
to do that.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
should also do that. Whoops.
Yeah, say Hadley's got a plus 9 to her wisdom save. So
I'm
I just-
really smart.
I just can't charm Dr. Hadley. It's literally
How
impossible.
many? And how many am I allowed to pick at a time?
That's what I get for not being charming at all.
Sophia, it is your wizard level plus your intelligence modifier. So it's 3 plus 4, so you can prep 7 spells. You don't need to prep mage armor.
No, I know that.
Mhm.
All the ones that are already like technically prepped, I know what they are.
'Kay.
I have it denoted here, but
Kieran, do you have written anywhere, and I know that this is my responsibility and I'm just stupid and forgot. I feel like I picked up like a coat or like a cape or like a jacket of some sorts at one point when we got those big bins, and then we did like...
Did it
If
do
you-
anything? Was it just a jacket?
I don't remember.
If it's just a
Is there
jacket,
anything in
you
your
have
dresses
it. I don't
that-
care.
Wait. No.
If it's just a
It
jacket...
wasn't the one with the patches, was it? No, that's somebody else.
Oh.
Yes. It was.
Oh! Okay, you bought the robe of useful items. So yeah,
Because
you
that's
have
not
that.
in our inventory anymore.
If you go into the
Yeah.
reference channel on the Discord, I believe I posted it. The
It is,
item.
it's in there.
So I'm wearing that. That's what I'm
You
wearing.
could be.
That's what I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could be wearing it. You could just keep it in your backpack or whatever. Who cares? But
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
you have access to all of those. And as you use those patches, they get deleted. They don't grow back. So
But we can
Just-
add new patches to
Maybe-
it, right?
yes, you could if you went to someone who is good with enchanting. Maybe in between games this time, I will on the bag of holding inventory sheet, I'll make a new table that'll have all the patches, and you can delete them as we go.
Okay.
But until then, yes, you just have
Ending.
got your JPEG.
Yes. And then
My-
I was just wondering, because
Discord system
for the thing that I bought, like the concealed weapon,
Mhm.
I said that I needed to have a long sleeve, and I know that I didn't have like any other thing on me. And I
If
guess
you
I
want
could just
to-
say that I was wearing long sleeves.
I mean, you
but
could also
I wanted like a
do like
reason for me to.
you could do like a garter situation. Keep it on your leg.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Okay.
pants.
That's true. Okay, thanks. I was just trying to envision that a little bit better.
You all right? Discord finally loaded on my laptop. I typed it in when we started
Yay.
talking about that. I mean, like I still can't see anything. It's just a gray block, but it's there. I don't know why it's having so much trouble. Other than that, do we have any questions, or are we gonna head to just wait around till noon and then head to Rivet and Revit?
Yes, I'm assuming we don't have anything else we can do, and then we have to go pick up the stuff from Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger.
Ginger.
All right, cool. So how did everyone sleep last night?
We
Great.
chewed so hard.
Shook the
I
walls.
saw Ginger in my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
You have any more crazy dreams, Belle? You know, anything that you might be not telling us?
Mm.
No.
Damn. Okay.
Hey, it's a fair question.
No, you're right.
Okay.
You all want to ride or not?
Oh yeah.
I- Just asking.
So am I.
Yes, I do want to ride.
Yep, there we go.
Are you gonna answer my question?
I said that I didn't. Do you believe me? Probably not.
Insight check. I'm
Go
kidding.
ahead.
I'm kidding.
Sorry, I did not sleep well last night, so I'm a little,
Oh no, what happened?
I don't know, crazy dreams, you know. Just think, you know, sometimes when I sleep in an unfamiliar place, not crazy as in like philosophical, just, you know, like we were in a submarine and I don't know, drowning is one of my greatest fears, and water started leaking in the submarine. It was scary.
Scary.
Hopefully that doesn't
Anywho.
happen to us.
Let's go. pick up
Anywho,
the
indeed. All right. So, you guys head out, start walking.
Well,
I'm a wizard level 4, Kieran.
Yeah.
I get 8 spells then.
No.
You said my wizard level plus my.
Intelligence modifier, which is +3, right?
Oh, damn, you're right.
Wait, what's your intelligence score? It's 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 16.
Man, I got excited. Darn.
that's okay.
Okay.
we still accept you into our group.
Hope so. Then I guess you guys can start heading out for the mechanic shop. On your way, screw it. I have the D100 in my hand.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I don't like it when he does that.
For what reason?
To cause problems.
Nailed it.
Damn.
As you are walking down the street, completely normal day. Strangely clear skies. It's nice and bright out. There's
Rainfully.
nothing crazy. There's no massive anything in the skies above you. There's nothing rumbling the ground beneath your feet. The buildings are not collapsing. You make it to the mechanic shop completely fine.
Awesome.
Why do I feel even more unsafe?
Because I-
Let's just roll with it. Roll with it.
I enjoy inspiring terror.
Oh,
All right, you make
I
it
hate
to the mechanic shop. Behind the counter is Horndry. Whoops.
Horn.
Yeah, Horndry. He locks it on. He's. It looks like he's hard at work at the Sudoku.
Oh.
Yeah.
Finish the ship.
You all enter inside. Bellaris, you in front. He looks up at you. Oh, hi. Well, I am delighted to let you know we found a door in like record time. So your ship is all set. He sets the key down, keeps a finger on it. There's just the matter of payment, and then we're all good to go. 200 gold.
I don't like the way he's talking.
All right, guys, we can't be attracted to every NPC that exists.
I said I don't like the way he's
oh,
talking.
you don't? Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry. The way, like I said, nothing is connecting properly.
Touch my face. What is happening?
I've been there.
Well,
I
this is
hand
my
him
life now.
200 gold, for sure.
Okay. You get him 200 gold? Alright.
Yep, I took it out of the bag of holding.
He just makes some notes on a piece of paper, slides the access key on over to Bellaris, and that's that. The Nunya has been fully repaired.
It wasn't too hard.
So you did not ask him to fix the interior door, correct?
No, I did not. I just said exterior and the windows.
Got it. Okay. So yes, the only thing that's messed up with the ship now is the interior door to the cockpit. Other than that, everything else in the ship works perfectly.
And
Are you
that, in
telling
theory,
me-
isn't going to...
There.
Are you telling me we have an exposed cockpit?
We have a lot of exposed things.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Good to know, Kieran. Thank you very much. We'll keep that on note.
Also, are we gonna get gas? We should get
Yes,
gas.
we
need
to get gas.
And do
And
we have
we-
money for gas?
We currently have... Oh, I dropped my hair tie, but that's okay. 256 gold left. And we have to go pick up those pendants from Ginger if they're finished.
So from here, you walk on over to the... Give me a sec. Sinful Solidworks. There we go. That's why everything's written down and not all up in here. It's about maybe 2 o'clock now. You've walked, you checked out the ship to make sure that the job was done correctly. And by the time you make it over to Sinful Solidworks, it's about 2 o'clock. So, you head inside, and you can find that Ginger has begun the process of doing something. He's like in the middle of work. He's working on something. So what would you like to do? Would you like to approach him? Would you like to wait until he notices you? What are we doing? What are we talking about here?
Stand to the side and shuffle our feet.
Okay.
Take our feet together a little bit. Kick up
It's-
some dust.
Say it's maybe 2 or 3 minutes before he like turns around having to move to do something else, and he notices you there, and he like he watches his posture moves up, and he's got this like these tightly fitted goggles and like a scarf like around his mouth, and he pulls that down and pulls those up, and he looks at you. He's like, "Oh, why sorry for not noticing you all. Kind of in the middle of something here. Your holy symbols are thankfully ready. I had a bit of a break in terms of the polishing section of it. I was able to make some rough molds and work my way backwards from them instead of working towards a nicer mold. So, we have here for you, and he walks around and gets a little like wooden box and opens it up and pulls the two out. You see these two they're treated oiled adamantine, so they won't rust, but they're not colored in any particular way. They are shaped like the symbols of both Fierna and Telona. There we go. I got it. I had it. It was up there.
You knew.
I knew. And he holds them out, and he's like, "What do you say? Think we're good here? Or you have any critiques?
They look
Any worries?" Thank you.
I'm
thank you.
always worried, Ginger, but not about this.
wonderful.
Well.
Me too.
Say that does me that warms my heart. Now, here are your holy symbols, and I thank you kindly for your business. Is there anything else I can do for you? Anything at all?
Well, when you say, never mind.
All right.
I gotta.
Now I'm just messing with you.
Go.
If there's nothing else,
Well, where could we get gas for my ship? I guess you would know.
Oh, yeah, we got a couple fueling stations. There is a tall kind of like a complex building, like real square, real boring, like in the north, like middle-ish of the town. That's a reliable place to set down with the ship to get up some gas. I mean, you could also head down south, I think, right near the exit, the southern exits of the town. There's some fuel stations, but just in terms of ease of travel, I would not recommend sticking particularly to the south side. That'd be a rather poor idea.
What if we want to get ourselves in danger?
No, we don't. Not right now.
Then go to the south
Um,
side. That is absolutely what you will find there. Danger and heartbreak and
Damn,
a
Harper.
lot of trash. A lot of garbage.
Great. Well, thanks, Ginger. Hopefully, we'll see you
Always.
again
Anytime.
eventually.
Bye, Ginger.
It's been a pleasure
We
getting to
gotta
know
get
y'all.
off ya. Oh my god. We gotta go. I can't with this shit. Ridiculous. Another planet, and then we'll find another cute NPC who runs some weird store or some shit.
With
Goodness
some
gracious.
like sexual-ish name for the shop.
Pitfall SolidWorks was a good one. That was a good
That's a
one.
good
I
one.
like
I will
that.
never forget Ginger.
No, neither will I. He's in my notes. He's in there.
Mhm.
I have him.
He'll
If we
be
ever
in your
come back
dreams
here.
later.
Yeah, he will. Absolutely. Anyway, we gotta go
Mhm.
put gas in our spaceship.
Yes, you do.
And fill her up.
We gotta fill her up.
Indeed. So, you guys head back to Nunya. Are we calling it the Nunya or Nunya?
No, just none.
Just none.
Just
yet.
Nunya?
Just
Okay.
none yet.
Alright, so you guys head back to Nunya, get inside, toss, stuff wherever. You don't have, like, the fridge. Throw the fridge away, not literally, but, like, empty everything out of it. Not great. So you only have the rations that are in your bag or on your persons. Other than that, you guys can head for a gas station and skedaddle on the other side of the planet if you want. Because
Hell yeah.
you know that the Golden Plains, you know where those are. And you know that the Countess said she would be beyond the Golden Plains. So wherever you think that means.
We should probably find somebody over there to tell us something about that.
So, you head for a fuel station. Basically just, like a gas station. You head there, you can go in, pay the attendant. I could do the math in between sessions for the fuel tank capacity of your ship. At this moment, I will say, I have to lock in right now. I didn't think about this ahead of time. Let's call a full tank at 50 gold. So half a tank is 25 gold. So, Bellaris, because it's not difficult and you know how to pilot your ship, I will not make you roll. The only times you have to roll piloting checks are when you are attempting difficult or incredibly fast maneuvers. So, without effort, you lift up from your parking space that Jervis placed you down in, head on over to the fuel station, pay 25 gold for a half tank of fuel, and then you guys are free to fly onwards.
We're at 231 gold pieces.
And still another 1,000 because of platinum, and also all sorts of other goodies.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Great.
So,
All
Bellaris,
right.
how does it feel to be flying your own ship again as you lift beyond the clouds into the upper atmosphere, soaring around the world? How does it feel for you to be flying again?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Don't know what else to say. Yeah.
Would you like to describe anything amazing and or stupid that you do on the way to where you know the Golden Plains to be?
No, I'd say since it's the first time we have it, and I just killed a guy, I'm gonna say we fly pretty normal. I don't want to call extra attention to us. I just wanna.
I will say though, Jervis messed with the seats alignment, and you have to keep moving it backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards until you feel like that perfect spot, you know. And it takes you like half the trip to get it right. It's like
Jesus Christ.
really
Oh my God.
annoying.
He's
'Cause
haunting me from the beyond.
He is.
I'm trying to think of stuff we could take out of our bag of holding to decorate things. But, like, there aren't a lot of decorations. We have a book. We have
Let's
the
hang the
Titan's
book on the
Fall.
wall.
Well, we can put the book on the center table so that
Oh,
there's something on the
okay.
center. And then we have a Modron, so we have a tiny
Oh,
little eyeball.
Have you
like-
tried to pull the Modron out of the bag?
No. I'm scared to now.
Okay.
I'll do
Should
it.
I?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Don't fuck shit up on my ship. We just got
So
it back.
you reach into the bag of holding, thinking, hey, we're supposed to have a Modron in here. It happened when Bellaris got high on the stuff, and a Modron appeared and said it was her servant. The Modron is not in the bag. We can finally delete the Modron from the bag. The Modron faded away after 1 hour.
Oh.
Man.
Damn.
Alright, goodbye, Modron.
Remember, there were also the flumps? Yeah, that's what they're called, flumps. Those faded away after like an hour or two. The Modron, for some reason, you put in the bag of holding.
Because we wanted to keep him.
Yeah, it also faded away.
Oh.
Yeah.
We
think
gotta
about it
smoke
like
some
that.
more shit.
We
That's
we
okay.
have
You do have more, I thought. So,
a
it's not
gallon
in
of bleach and ammonia.
Oh no!
Cleaning supplies.
I thought one of you in your inventories had more of the magic kush, but I don't think that you have it in the bag of holding because I keep checking it and it's not there.
I'm almost
I
positive
don't-
I have some.
I never write shit down, so it wasn't
Let me check my inventory really fast.
I would love
I
to
definitely
try
don't
this
have it.
fish that you guys were talking about.
I do. I have.
Ooh.
It just says Magic Kush. It does not have a number next to it. I'm so sorry. Does
That's
anyone
fine.
remember how much? I think we only had one dose.
I think you might only have one dose left.
Yeah.
And what it did was it basically, when you smoked it, you got high, and also you rolled on the wild magic table.
We do also have 10 pounds of Serenity Dust. I don't know what that is, but
That's
But
basically
that's
fucking.
highly addictive.
That's cocaine.
that's cocaine.
Serenity
Good
Dust
to
is cocaine, but there's something really cool. You're a doctor. I'll give this to you. You know.
Yeah.
Serenity Dust also slows time for the user. So,
That
what that means in terms of mechanics, you will get addicted to it. But if you enter initiative, which is like any sort of combat, or if you say, hey, I want to enter turn-based mode, Baldur's Gate terms, you get a reaction every single turn.
Hey guys, a spiritual weapon is a reaction? Question mark, or is
No.
it a bonus action?
It's a bonus action. Basically, like, so you can opportunity attack every time a new creature's turn starts. Every single time a new turn starts, you get a reaction.
That's really cool. That's good to know, though.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
What
But also,
happens when
it
you
means
run
that
out?
you'll get addicted, and you'll have to start using it multiple
Yeah.
times a day. And when you run out of it, penalties,
Yeah.
penalties.
Well,
Oh
that's
wait,
good to know.
we're talking about that drug that we found.
The
Yeah.
Serenity Dust, yeah.
Okay.
We have like 200 gold pieces worth.
Yeah, you had a lot. You split half an industrial shipment of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We also have 2 cybernetic gorilla arms. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Oh,
Those
you
are
found
there.
those on the same shipment.
Yes.
To use those, you have to replace a creature's arms with them.
Oh my god.
I want them.
Like Luther from
Okay,
fucking Umbrella Academy?
So if
No,
we
he didn't
keep-
have robot arms.
No, but I mean like he had
Oh,
monkey arms.
He does have monkey arms. I love that show. It's weird that
If
it's
we
getting
do-
it's weird that it's getting another season because I feel really conclusive. But
Yeah.
Don't spoil anything. I haven't
I'm not.
watched the
I'm
latest
not.
season.
I
Well,
didn't.
That's just a PSA to everybody.
Yeah.
They didn't know that I haven't watched it.
Very true. But back to D&D. Those gorilla arms, what they are is super strength arms to replace your normal arms. So if, say, you were you lost your arms or you wanted better arms, chop your arms off, put gigantic arms in their place, cyberpunk
That's
style.
pretty fucking sick.
Yeah. It like doubles your carry capacity. It makes your fists like ridiculously strong as weapons. And also you have advantage on grappling and other shit.
Yeah. We should also probably leave the spacesuits in here. Just
Yeah.
in case. And the winter clothes.
So, I think Tabletop Simulator crashed.
Oh no!
Yes, it did. Which means that I'm going to reset it. And in doing so, all of our cameras are going to go horrible. It's going to be really
That's
bad.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the stream is. I am in 2 places. The only person unscathed is Rose, but she's in Gracie's spot.
Ha!
So you can do whatever you
Okay,
want,
I'm
and I can't
Gracie
say
now.
no. Yeah, do.
Oh, good luck.
All right, you have 5
Never mind.
seconds. Rose, what are you gonna do? You have 5 seconds.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm Gracie. That's it.
See, like the stream doesn't even care. These guys don't care because they can't even see the tabletop game because they don't need to. We weren't doing
Yeah.
anything.
With the way
But
Discord is set up.
yeah, but yeah, it just completely crashed. So, you guys finally vault around the horizon. It is now, let's say about 5-ish, 5:30 p.m. And as you crest over the horizon, you notice that this is the perfect spot to see all of the suns rotating directly above you. This is the planet's center of rotation. And as you lower yourself down into the atmosphere, you can see a massive stretching field of golden grass, hills to the north, and a gleaming ivory white and gold city to the south.
We have a picnic.
A picnic.
If we survive, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we survive, we can have a nice picnic. We can invite Ginger. And Aaron if he's
And
not
Brumo.
Yeah.
And Horny, whatever his name is.
And this
Yeah.
gnome I met at a gun shop.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
busy.
yeah.
Sure.
And Marcus.
Yeah! Marcus will just be scared.
It's okay, we'll tie him up
we're gonna
then.
threaten him that he has to go.
Yeah, he's gotta go to our picnic or we'll kill him. And if you don't bring tea cakes, you die.
And
Yes.
liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to touch down in the middle of the field? Do you want to touch down near the city?
We
Do you-
should
what-
probably. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No. I am now opening this
Um,
to you. Where do you want to go?
We should probably go somewhere towards the city so we can, number one, leave the ship somewhere that it's not going to get towed again. And then
That we can easily
also-
run back to.
Yeah, and also we need to see if anybody knows where beyond the Golden Plains is. You know,
Yeah,
that might
yeah,
be
yeah.
helpful.
Say
but other
it's
than
up to you.
that-
Whether you think it's, in anything in any of the 4 cardinal directions, it's entirely up to you at the moment.
Is
You
there
guys,
also...
I believe, looking at my watch, that you can see, so there's a very good watch. I think, and I'm gonna say this officially because I don't like double checking myself. You got 5 days till whatever the Countess said would happen happens.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Book it.
But I do think that touching down in the city and like getting somewhere to park our ship is the best idea. And then from there, we can kind of get a grip on where we are and then go past the plains. Okay, Kieran, hypothetically, if we were to on foot situation this, how long would that take, do you think?
From the city
we-
to
Like past the Golden
mountains?
Plain. Yeah.
on the north side, it's about a day's travel, 8 hours. If you were to walk from one side to the other, you could, of course, now that you have a spaceship, and I realize this, it's really, really strong, park next to the city, learn what you can, get in your ship, park in the north end of the fields,
Yeah.
skip 8 hours travel in like 5 minutes because you guys can
Yeah.
travel so insanely fast. I mean,
I think
you're
that's a
obviously
good
not
idea.
going light speed in atmosphere. That'd be ridiculous. You're going instead a couple 100 miles an hour just over the field.
Even still, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we should do that then. Alright.
Yeah, science.
Woohoo! Wow! Does anybody have any idea on how we're gonna find these fucking people?
Nope.
But we were just asking around.
We can just ask around. I just feel like that might make us look suspicious.
Oh, when do we not look suspicious?
That is fair. That's fair. That's a fair point.
Hmm.
I was just wondering. I don't want them to necessarily. I mean, I feel like they know we're coming anyway.
Yeah.
So we could always like
Send a
have
message.
Belle. I say I have message, and I'm pretty sure Belle does too.
Well, now we all do technically.
Oh, yeah, technically.
Remember?
Yeah.
I guess. Well, now that we're in this city, and I guess I didn't do it. Sorry, my incensey thing just beeped and it confused me. I hand all of you just a little like earpiece. I don't know what it would look like. You can use your imagination.
Thanks, Mom.
But these will allow us to communicate so long as we're, not like miles away from each other. I don't know
Well,
how.
All
I don't know
all
what
this
the
does,
range is though.
it's a once per turn free action to cast message.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Because you're asking for this for free. That's all it is.
We can always
we
get better
use-
ones later on.
I mean, can we
You
use
can.
them to communicate normally though? Like,
Well, if you're not in combat,
Well,
yes.
that's what I'm saying. Like, how
If
do
you're
they
not
work
in-
when we're not?
If you're not in combat, you can use them to talk like walkie-talkies. If you're in combat, it's a once per turn free action message.
Yeah, that's fine.
Absolutely. But I mean, I can like. I could send message to Isabella.
Message is a 100
Oh, fuck.
foot distance.
You're right, I lied. I keep thinking about sending. I get those two fuckers mixed up literally
Man,
all
I
the
do
time.
too.
Sending
I get
is
mixed up.
yeah.
It's annoying as shit. Why
Hey,
are they like the
Bellaris,
same
Bellaris
thing?
can learn it next level. If Bellaris goes
Jesus,
Wizard
please.
5, Bellaris can learn it.
I want
And also,
us
wait,
to
wait,
level
wait.
up so bad.
Dr. Hadley, you're
Yeah.
a cleric. Can't you cast it now?
I don't know if I can. Let me look.
I am almost positive, because of good old Jester,
I think
that
I
sending is
can. Fuck! It's a 3rd level spell. God damn it! I got like
Say,
3 of those spell slots. I could
2.
cast it. 2. But then I
You could.
can't cast Spirit Guardians later, which I really want to cast.
There's a lot of things we
But-
want to cast. And we get to the end of this, we can. But I have a feeling it's going to be started next episode. But let's see. We got this.
Oh yeah. I could if y'all want me to. I don't know if
say,
that's
like,
a good
hey,
idea.
Where are you
Well-
at?
Okay, can we revisit what is the goal here? What are we trying to achieve? Because I
Let me
thought
look
these
back
were
at my
bad
notes.
people.
If you need any sort of help from me, because it's been a month since
Oh.
our last game.
Well, let me.
I
Look at
know
what-
that like them getting together is not good for like the general public, but I know Bellaris has some personal reservations about certain things. I just don't remember exactly what they were, and we're all kind of morally gray right now.
Yeah.
So I just was wondering, but also like I don't want to like let these people out who are going to destroy the basis of, because their whole thing is that they're gonna like government informed like I think isn't it like formed societies and like formed situations like that. They don't trust the government, which like power, I agree, but also I don't know if the way that they want to do it is the best way for it to be
Yeah.
achieved.
Well, here's what I have in my notes. In my dream, I was at the orphanage. The Countess Isabella showed up. She was on Azora, and said the iris awakens in 2 weeks. Obviously, now that's like 5 days away. And the last thing I have is to burn it all down.
Do
Is
I?
the iris is the one that's beyond the Golden Plains?
The Iris is the 3rd member that they're trying to awake. Do we know anything about them, Karen? Is there a check I can make or anything like that?
There's a check.
History or something.
Bellaris could make a general intelligence check to remember something that the Countess said in the dream. And Dr. Hadley or anyone else could roll a separate history check.
I think I have.
What am
pretty good
I
history.
rolling for? It cut out a lot.
Just flat intelligence +3.
well,
My
Because,
history is
because you
pretty good.
didn't write a note down, I'm seeing if you can remember it based on your character's stats.
mm,
Something very specific.
I got a 15. It was not super awesome.
That's okay.
Not
I add-
very bad either, though.
True.
it's
Mhm.
Kind of in the
it's
middle.
not a good enough roll. I almost guarantee it.
Say it.
A 9.
Okay. Unfortunately, Bellaris, you're racking your brain. You feel like there's something you're supposed to be able to remember. Something that the Countess said where she named everyone's gimmick. She said 2 things that sound very similar to her in the council when she was talking, and then she said 2 other things. Dr. Hadley, though, on the other hand, you don't remember something that you heard about the Silence Group. but you do remember something that you heard about on your home world of Midroth. And this is really good. So, there was, at one point, a wizard academy on Midroth. And there was, at this academy, whose name I can't remember at the moment, but I could get back to you on, where they were attacked, and it came completely out of the blue, and instead of the teachers helping, the teachers all abandoned the students to get massacred. It didn't make any sense. No guards showed up. No one came to help. No police, no anything. The students were just murdered, and this school was turned into some kind of base of operations for some gang.
Oh my god.
You remember hearing that, because this happened when you were young, and years later, when you were, 11 or 12, all of a sudden you heard that out of nowhere, this whole place collapsed, and it was a pinkish purple glowing light floating above it that screamed out a child's scream.
Man,
And for some reason, that and a glowing visage of an eye blasted out over that reads to you like iris, eye, perception. Something strange about that. And that happened on Midroth. And as you say that to Bellaris, you'll remember one thing, because Dr. Hadley succeeded, and that's the only way you remember this. Bellaris, you remember that the Countess said, a lich, a changeling who could operate at the molecular level, a being formed and powered by pure magic, and a construct. You think that the Iris is a being resurrected through pure magic, a direct connection to the weave.
Ooh. What?
Uh-oh. That's not
We're
necessarily-
fucked. If
No,
this
no,
thing
no, no,
gets
no, no,
out,
no,
right?
no, no,
Like,
no. It's okay. We just have to get there before it happens. And we have some pretty powerful magic on our side, so we should be alright. Kinda. Last time we fought these people, we almost died. So...
But we
One of you
didn't.
did die. One of you did.
Well...
Bless up.
That was on purpose. It's fine.
Yeah.
It
We
was
wanted them
and
to think
wasn't.
We were weak.
I did it purely within the stat block. I did not
That's
disobey
true.
that stat block.
No. And we don't expect you to. But...
Say, I just happened to target someone that I knew wasn't coming back to this campaign. I could have very easily chosen any of you.
And he probably will at some point. So this will be fun.
Always is.
Yeah.
Dirty 20s.
But I mean, all we can do right now is maybe we get to do our favorite thing that we do when we land in a new city, is go to a library and read about some things that we need to know about.
Yeah.
I could always look up some Midroth news articles about that massacre.
I will give you a general description as you fly over this place, more so than just ivory and gold. As you fly down this place, you see an evolution through the ages, but not like Corinth, where they stacked shit on top of each other. Instead, as buildings grow old, you notice that these places, they erect almost like placards and defenses around them to guard the architecture of the before time. So as you go down, you see where everything looks like it's built with the same styling, but you see an evolution from single-floor domiciles to large church spires to essentially, if Greco-Roman architecture moved towards the 21st century, you see 5, 6, 8-story tall white marble skyscrapers.
Wow.
Rolling down across a valley with a river rolling through it, you see an elegant city one dedicated and built through art. You can see large, like, cathedrals and all sorts of very intricate, rich-looking buildings. You set down right on the outskirts of the city. I know my camera's blurry, I don't really care at this point. What would you all like to do? Would you like to try and find a dedicated shipyard? Or would you like to do something else and just trust your ship?
Dedicated shipyard. I want to
Okay.
try and do it in a more official way so that it's less likely to get stolen.
Hovering low, you lift back up and, keeping well above the roofs of all these buildings. Down below, you can see this city was not built with cars or ships in mind. You can see narrow, two-person wide roads. You can see that this place has been here for a long time.
OMG, it's a walkable city.
It is a walkable city.
Someone told us.
Yeah, so you can see, basics of, like bike lanes and stuff like that. There's basically no motorized travel throughout the city.
You're taunting me with my dream.
Down close towards one of the outcroppings of the city, where you notice buildings have stretched along like a small little creek off the main river that runs through this place. You can spot a couple of other odds and ends spacecraft. And you start hovering down close to there, where you see all of a sudden these red lights flare up and indicate a location for you to land. When you do so, you can see that there is, guiding you down, a small man wearing like an orange safety vest and like some brown slacks. And as you land down, is there anything you'd like to take care of in your ship, or anything you want to make sure is ready on your persons that I know about before you leave?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna leave a bunch of shit in my room.
Okay.
I think. Does anybody want the staff of swarming insects before we leave?
I'm good.
Okay.
We're just doing research on right now, right? Like
I know.
we're
I'm
not-
just saying.
Yeah, so the staff of swarming insects, that was an item that... come on. It started with an M.
Muriel.
What? Muriel, yes. I know Blake's character's name.
It's been a minute, to be fair.
Yeah, it's been a while. And also, he
Yeah.
just stopped showing up. Ugh. Yeah, that was Muriel's starting item. So...
Okay. But other than that, I think we can just keep the bag of holding on us and then get out of here.
what a random item, right?
I know.
So, as you all head out the doors to the ship, you can see a small frog-like man kind of like bow-leggedly walk up to you. And he simply looks up at you, Bellaris, the first to walk out. He's like, hello. Welcome to Shimmercrest, the city of the arts. It is a pleasure to welcome you here. Parking is free. All that I ask is that you take this, and he hands you a little slip of paper, and put it up in your window. After a week, we will send out a notice to the front desk. And in the event that you have not returned within that week, then we will start to contact our agents to move your ship. Don't worry, we will never go inside of it. And if you wish to extend your stay, all you have to do is come back to the front desk and say, I would like to stay here for another week or two, and they will take care of it. So, to prevent anything, what do you have to do?
Put the
the
sticker in the
ticket.
window.
There you go.
Thanks.
Yep, and he bow-leggedly walks off. So
Another hot
so long as you
NPC.
come back to the front desk and say, I'd like to stay here for longer, here's how long I'd like to stay for, nothing happens.
Oh,
If
sick.
they don't hear for you for a week, they might just move your ship.
Well,
But
the
you get
world's
the
gonna
sense
end in
that
5 days anyway.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
don't
we won't
you
have
don't
to
get
pay
the
a fee.
sense that this city messes around. They have free parking. What else can you ask for?
It's the city of
Don't
the
wanna
arts,
live
baby.
here.
It is. My senior design group is messaging the shit out of me.
Oh.
I don't care.
Oh no. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. Get out of here.
You're just shitting in your office, Kieran?
I am shooting at my office.
Currently, as we speak.
Of course.
Anyway, we should probably go to a library or
All
something.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's
So-
go.
You guys head out through the main offices for this parking area. And you can see before you an interconnected maze of streets, each of them taking you to lavish buildings, there's art museums and historical sites, in conjunction with actively running businesses. There's homes, there's taverns and inns and magic shops and blacksmiths. If you want to head for a library, absolutely. So you guys,
All right.
yeah, you guys head down to the river where you find this gigantic Parthenon-like structure with a completely open front held up by marble columns, no front face to the building. And you head inside and you can see these large light wood bookshelves that are lining the inside of this building. You can see that there are various tables and lexicons for you to figure out what is where. What would you like to research? Do you want to research the Golden
Oh.
Plains?
I also, like, on our way there, want to keep an eye out for anybody who might be paying too close of attention or, like, people who look out of place or anything.
Go on ahead
Just
and
to
roll
make sure we're not being, like, tailed or followed.
roll a perception check.
You're all good. No biggie. I have to remember what my perception is. It's been a minute since we played this game.
Plus like 8.
It's
Something.
plus 5.
Okay.
My passive perception is like 15, but it's gonna be a 11.
11. All right.
Not very good.
So
Can
as
I
you're
help you?
actively keeping an eye out, looking around, trying to see if you can't pick up anyone who's looking too closely at your group, you don't spot anything off. You spot people sitting and drinking wine by the riverside, tourists, the occasional like GIF, which is a hippo person, or just random whatever human or ASMR walking down the street.
Hell yeah.
It seems like this is a town where you just come and relax. It's like Venice if it wasn't so polluted.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright. As for the library, I wanna look up more about that, I'll say if anybody else wants to look up anything else, they can. I wanted to look up more about that attack that I remembered.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
see if I could like get some people's names or get any sort of insight
Gotcha.
on what might have happened.
Can
Visual.
I like also join in because it's like Midroth and I'm like
I'd
interested?
say we could put our
'cause-
brains together.
Could you guys both
Yeah.
please roll investigation checks? I'm giving you also
Hell
a hidden
yeah.
bonus.
Okay. Oh, that's cocked. Whoops. I got a natural 20, Kieran!
Fuck!
Tell me about that shit right now! I know all of it.
Jesus.
And
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay, so,
I
collectively,
gotta
the
pull
two,
up my
like,
notes.
immediately, Dr. Hadley, you walk down this aisle, and in like a spider sense, you just stop, eyes closed, hold your finger out, and touch to the single spine of a book that has every answer you've ever deemed for in life. In this book, you find a historical retelling of the history of the Archmage's College of Alador. And here, within this, you find from its founding, like 6,000 years ago or something ridiculous, all the way up to its destruction some, maybe 20 years ago. In this book, you find that for long periods of its time, the college was helmed by members of the Gregor family. And it's theorized, though never proved, that this family did not get their initial money legitimately, and over time had to keep going back to illegitimate sources. And this last one is corroborated. The people who destroyed the school were from a gang of people who laundered money and essentially invested in criminal businesses, and the money was borrowed from them. And when it seemed like they weren't getting their money back, they were just like, well, let's just take the school. And of course, the headmaster knew. He told the teachers to just leave, and they all left, leaving the students to die, believing that they were fighting for their school, their home. And no one stayed to help them. Guards were paid off. Everyone was paid off.
Wow.
Why
And
not
am
care about
I-
the students?
Because they were more selfish about their own lives.
Hmm.
Um,
and it seemed like, while it doesn't have a reason for why the school wound up being destroyed, it seems like this book details the factual events of the school's destruction. That at one point, 20 years ago, well after the school became occupied and now became the base for this organization of crime, one day it just exploded, and that a pink light was seen over top, the visage of an eye, and that was it.
So,
I'm
hold
just
on.
trying to figure out why they would be connected.
Because maybe it's one of the students.
That's what I'm
Angry.
thinking.
Yeah.
Is there
That-
a name? Any list of students?
There's a list of students who were killed in the attack, yes.
Oh,
Okay. Can I?
There's
No, you don't
literally
have to, like,
there's
tell me.
114 names.
Fuck. Okay. God damn it. Ugh.
Were they all
Did they-
killed? Did any of them live?
I will actually. Hey, something's been said already, I believe. So, Dr. Hadley and Gwynril, who are both researching this, please roll me intelligence checks. Because there has been a name that was already said at some point in the distant past in the episodes of Icarius the Black Between the Stars.
oh my
A long
god.
time ago.
Yes. And if you can remember
I got
that
an
name.
18.
Okay.
Got a 9.
It's
Now.
okay.
I think my friend is smart.
That's the only thing
Let's-
I do, Gracie.
18 is really good. It's a lot of names. It's a decent amount of time. I'm rolling a D100.
Oh my god.
Wait, hold on. Is there any way I can use divine intervention? I don't think so.
No. Divine Intervention
Never
happens at
mind.
level 10.
Yeah, never mind.
That would have been the perfect scene to use it.
I know! That's why I was asking, but I remember that I'm fucking level 5.
Is there
God
anything
damn
else
it.
anyone has? I don't think so.
Let me... I hate this. I don't think I have any spells or anything. Yeah, no.
Hmm.
I don't have anything.
Say, you think that you remember the Countess saying a name at one point. And you're like, if only I can remember that name, I can check it against this list and see if any of those names match. But
Can I
unfortunately,
bring the list with me, just in case?
yes.
Thank
You remember that the name started with a J sound. So a J or a G. But beyond that, You have no clue what she said. It's been too long and it was too random of a speaking to lodge in your mind when there was a lich pointing
I
a
have to get
finger at you.
better at
Oh,
taking notes.
And unfortunately,
How-
Gwynril did not brain memory record that scene.
She wasn't
Fuck.
even here yet, probably.
She
yeah.
wasn't. So,
Is it possible that like we can just spend the time getting rid of all the names that don't have a J or a G? Like, what would that
yeah,
cut us down
you
to?
can take all the J and G names. That's still 17 names. But yeah.
Okay, that's a lot better.
That's significantly better. Rather than 100 and some names.
Saying 18 is good. 18 narrowed it down, but
Where are those? Does it say where those students were from on the list?
They were all probably from Midroth.
No, it would not say where they are from. It would be a list of those who died in the tragedy.
That's crazy. Okay, well at least we have this list. We should
True.
look at a map of the plains area as well while we're here to
I
get a
could
better
do
idea of
that.
like where they might be.
I could look for a map.
And also, if anyone wants to look up anything about just the name, the Iris would be cool.
I'll look up the name. Belle, you look up the map.
Cool.
So, who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay. So you are looking up the name, the Iris.
Yeah.
Please roll me an investigation check.
Rough. It's a 10.
Oh.
Yeah. So as you're looking through things, you can't really find anything. You know where it should be in association with. And so you try to find anything on Silence Group. You try to find anything on catastrophes, specificated around magic and calamities. Nothing comes up for the Iris, unfortunately, within your search. Bellaris, you are looking up what?
Just a map.
A map of...
The plains area, so we
Okay.
can get a better idea of like where everything is. And do we know specifically that they're gonna be in the mountains, or did they just say beyond the plains?
They said beyond the plains.
Okay, cool. So we just gotta
So
look and
looking
see what's beyond the plains.
Yeah.
All right. Please roll me an investigation check.
15.
Okay. You find a map, you do, and on it, it details the town of Shimmercrest, the Golden Plains to the north that kind of stretch up and around, flanked by a large series of mountains. On these mountains, it says that there are solar and wind generating farms, as well as one geothermal generator. And all of these generate power for this city, as well as many other smaller towns and outcroppings in the area.
Okay.
In terms
Good
of
to
a
know.
local
Is there,
map,
like-
that's it.
Is there like a librarian?
Yes.
Can I go up to them?
You head to the front desk where you could find a pretty, like a pale but yellow tinted skinned elf. Very long pointy ears. Shaved almost down to nothing, like half an inch long, blonde hair, female elf. You approach her desk, and what do you say?
I just say I want to ask what to her means beyond the plains, basically. And if she's ever maybe heard that phrase before, if it means anything.
Beyond the plains, that's a little vague. I would have to say, well, beyond the plains here would just mean anywhere to the north or northwest. Into the mountains. You could also pass slightly to the northeast, follow the river. That's technically beyond the plains. I mean, depending on where you start, we're beyond the plains. It really does matter. It matters what you're talking.
I see. And has the city, I know I looked at the map and I see that you guys have like these power generators in the mountains. Do you
Yes.
know, has anyone like publicly tried to mess with those or anything?
The government and establishments of Shimmercrest do not allow anyone within our power distribution and generation areas. Only contractors, engineers, and city officials
Oh.
are allowed to...
I'm sure that's fine. I'm asking though, in recent times, has the public been made aware if anyone's like messed with them or?
No. No one has sought to mess with Shimmercrest's access to power. You're quite safe here. It's okay.
Cool.
I'm
I
terrified.
wanna. Are you done asking questions, Belle?
Yeah, you can if you have any questions.
I want to find newspaper articles, or maybe like, not necessarily like newspaper articles, but like, opinion pieces, maybe from people like writing conspiracy theories, along with like newspaper articles. If there's anything like that has happened since the whole Midroth situation between then and now, that may have been suspicious in the area.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
It was... So, Shimmercrest was a city that was thriving in the old ways for much longer than most of the world. It was only, coincidentally enough, and I'm going to give this to you without investigation, that is a fantastic question. It is only immediately after the destruction of the school, maybe 6 months to a year, that this city was brought online. That all of a sudden, all of these power generation sources were brought online within the mountains that brought the city into the future.
Okay. I feel like we need to investigate some of these power places.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Mhm.
And I'm writing everything down. So we
Mhm. I
wanna-
have
are
it.
there-
Good, me too.
I want to know if there's any like, again, like opinion pieces or like conspiracy theory writings on like people
Yeah,
who like are
um,
scared of the future. Like
I would
the
ask you to roll an investigation on that then, to
That's
get some
fine.
more niche details on that.
Fuck, a 10 again. What the heck?
10. Okay, so can't tell you too much. There are definitely some pieces asking some questions. Most of them are open-ended.
Okay.
It's that kind of writing where you're like, who did this? Why did they do this? And they're creating sort of an entity to attack that they don't have any idea as to who it is. But with a 10, I can only give you one really quick thing.
Okay.
It seems like, 3 or 4 of the 6-ish articles that you read are dead set on something being really fishy about how fast they got everything up and running.
Okay.
Because typically this should be a really long process. They should have to build multiple
Right.
generators in a long series, but it's kind of happened.
My thing is like, I don't think the council would want to hurt a city like Shimmercrest, because this almost seems like the kind of ideal city that they're hoping to create in the future. Like, free parking, walkable cities,
Yeah,
public
but
libraries.
we all know that you can't have that without sacrificing something.
You think there's a sacrifice made to make all these power generators come up so quickly?
I don't think a sacrifice, but I think they're hiding something. Nothing
Okay.
is this good. Maybe I'm distrustful, but also with the things that we're
No.
finding, this is lining up way too close. I think that this is where we need to start.
Okay.
Go get a look at those generators.
Okay.
How many generators are there?
So you know that there's you pool all your knowledge. There's a scattering of solar and wind generators throughout the mountains, and there's one big geothermal generator at the core of one of the mountains that was an inactive volcano.
Okay.
That
Okay.
sounds like maybe something we should check out. It's too bad nobody bought that ring of fire protection.
It's fine.
It's
We'll be
fine.
okay. I have a grappling
So what did I
hook.
miss though? Now we're talking about the generators again, like they're important.
Oh, the generators. We found out that the power generation system went online like a month after the accident on Midroth.
See, I had a feeling there was something fishy.
That was a really good question, Rose. I didn't even think about that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What was your question?
If anything like has changed or was like fishy or like a little weird, something big happening in the time between the accident at Medroth to now. And the change was that they were like pretty much stuck in the past until the school happened, and then a month later, suddenly, very quickly, they were like brought into the future.
Okay, so is there anything else we need to do while we're here?
I think we're pretty set.
If you want to go shopping some more, but
No, no more shopping.
No.
okay.
We got
I
a lot
want
of
to beat some
information.
bad guys.
So-
We have
Yeah.
tools. Let's kill them.
Do you want to take your ship there, or do you want to walk a day?
Let's take the
Ooh.
ship.
Yeah, we don't have time to be playing around.
So, you all head back to your ship, get on board, and Bellaris takes Nunya to the other edge of the field towards the mountains. If you want to, you can do kind of a loop around, but the ship is pretty big. You'll have to set it down in the field, or at the very least drop everyone else off, then Bellaris will still have to climb the mountain.
We can set it in the field. That way we aren't getting separated.
So, you set at the closest you can at the edge of the field, and as you depart down the ramps towards the ground, you look up and see these massive peaks, and you notice something strange carving into the mountain that you were told housed a geothermal generator.
Oh my
There
god.
is, for some reason, at the top of this mountain, blasting into the sky, a pulsing, so it's not always there, but when it is, wow is it bright. At this distance, unobscured by clouds and fog, a pinkish beam firing into the sky. Strong enough that someone who is looking could find it, but not so much so that you could see it from a town a day's journey away.
Well, isn't that interesting? I see the dots. We are connecting them, Kieran. One day we will put the puzzle together. Okay. Is there somewhere we could put the... I mean, it's a plane, so I'm assuming there's not a lot of cover.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
There's not really
well,
much you could do to hide the ship. It's just kind of there.
Well,
And I put my cloak of invisibility on the wing.
it covers one panel of metal.
No.
Anyway.
Mhm.
Okay,
Maybe
so-
eventually we can like have some cloaking technology installed.
That would be
Sure,
cool.
eventually. For 18
That's-
billion gold.
That's big.
Damn.
I'm joking.
Big
Okay.
monies.
Big money, yeah. So, time to climb a mountain. We got 30 minutes.
Oh yeah. Can I just
Yeah.
use my grappling hook to get us up there?
It is a very tall mountain. You can use your grappling hook in certain parts, but also, it's more like a hike than a climb, to be fair.
Okay.
As you guys start to look around, you take your time and find paths where you can mostly walk. Some of them you have to climb 5 or 8 feet at a time. It seems like this is not a well-traveled trail, but you need to be able to get to your generators, so, like, surely
Some
someone would have to
fishy
come up
about
here.
it. If
So-
people are
Just-
getting, I don't know. If people, I'm gonna assume people are accessing this, including the contractors, etc. You're telling me there isn't an easier way? I highly doubt it.
Roll
Well,
a
if there's an
survival
easier
check.
way, we also might want to be careful about going the easier way, because we don't necessarily want everyone to know we're coming.
Well, they're all gonna die if we don't help them, so
That is so fair.
what am I rolling, Kieran?
Survival.
Ooh, 11. Why am I rolling that though?
Because you asked if surely there was an easier way. You, using what you know about trails, hiking, nature, survival. You look around. It doesn't make sense that this is the only trail if the story is true.
Okay,
But
hold
you
on.
look around, and this is the only trail.
Yeah, no.
Something is weird.
I have natural explorer. How can that help us?
Wait
I don't
a
know what
minute.
that means. What is natural
No,
explorer?
wait.
Ugh.
What is natural explorer? Is that a
I gotta
ranger
Google
thing?
it, okay? I think so.
Weirdly, I actually would like to cast Detect Magic.
Sure. You.
I have a
I'm
All right,
trying to see if there's something.
I have natural explorer
cloaky.
pulled up. Difficult terrain does not slow your group's travel. Group can't become lost. You remain alert to danger. You can move stealthily at a normal pace. You find twice as much food when foraging, and you have better tracking capabilities. So basically, you're not going to be slowed down by the difficult terrain. That's
Okay.
basically it. Polaris, what did you ask?
Detect Magic.
Detect magic. Yes.
I'd like to cast it.
You cast Detect Magic, and you look around. There's nothing magical within 30 feet of you.
Damn it.
Is there anything dangerous that I can I roll like a perception check to see if there's anything dangerous going on?
Yes, you can.
Or like if they're in the area?
I'm assuming at this point, you guys are just continuing to head up the trail and...
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
Think-
not
we're
much
just
else
doing
we
this as
can
we're
do.
walking.
Yeah, you're thinking of as many things as you can, but you're keeping moving.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I rolled perception, right? 24.
24.
Wow!
Alright.
You're
You're looking for-
everything.
You're looking for dangerous things out of place, things...
hmm Things that might stick out.
Yeah. You see a brown, dusty, gravelly mountain trail. There's nothing weird. You're,
Just walking.
you haven't been walking
Alright.
for that long. You're trying all these different things, and it doesn't seem
I'm
like there's
pulling-
anything particularly strange.
I think I'm just gonna pull my gun out and we're just gonna keep walking up this fucking mountain until we get to this giant purple thing.
Kieran, I feel like the natural blurring. This is the most your camera has ever had issue.
I have no idea.
Maybe it's more sensitive.
Maybe it is.
All right, so we
Well.
make our way up this mountain
Yeah,
in a fun little montage.
you do
Mhm.
indeed.
Yeah.
There are trail
Everything.
mix
I'm on my way.
and happy songs.
Making friendship bracelets with
Country
scary purple
road.
energy above us. Pink
Say-
energy, sorry.
Regardless of difficult to climb areas that Clementine can help you get through, or boulders that block the passage that anyone else could help move out of the way, you begin to reach the summit of one of the hills approaching the peak with the pinkish light. And it's on the summit of this latest hill that you can now see how incredibly close you are to that pulsing light. So close now that you can finally tell what it is. It is a metallic rod that emerges from the mountain peak, and it seems to give off this energy, as if it's built up inside and released out here for some reason. You then gaze back down towards the mountain, more at your level, and you see a solid white blast door, like a thick door, that's got a suspicious series of holes burned in it. You're still a few 100 feet away from this door.
Okay. Don't touch that, probably. The rod.
Why not? It just looks so touchable.
No, I'm gonna smack her fucking hand. Listen, until we figure out what the hell is going on here, I'm not healing anybody until we get in combat, okay? Alright. But, I mean, you said it's... what's the range on Detect Magic?
30 feet.
Okay, you might want to
I
try
can
that
ritual
again.
cast it. So
You might want to
can-
do that. Because
Yeah,
that
so-
might give us a better idea.
You are a couple 100 feet away, but you can cast it now because it lasts for 10 minutes.
okay.
I can
Alright.
sneeze so bad.
Let's just keep walking.
As you
Bless you.
as you finish casting the spell, you begin to head down and continue your journey towards this blast door, towards the metallic rod.
I'm gonna real fast. How long? I always forget how long guidance lasts. It's only a minute.
Let's just walk stealthily.
Yeah, let's just be stealthy. I'll give
Stealth?
guidance later.
Okay. If you guys want to roll stealth checks as you begin to approach this, you can feel free to do so.
That's probably a good idea.
22.
18.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
It's okay as long as
I
the
got
rest of us-
9!
Penya's being a little chaotic on this walk.
I am. She's not quiet.
Dad, 15.
Okay.
we carry you, Momo.
Yeah, as
Okay,
as
thanks,
the
guys.
4 of you try to stealthily make your way towards the door, Dr. Hadley stumbles a little bit, but the rest of you compensate.
I'm not great with nature.
They think it's just a squirrel or something, you know?
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And you say, "Oh, thank you," as you're moving your way around the latest corner. And it's then that Dr. Hadley, you look down at your chest and you noticed a red glowing dot.
Damn it.
Fuck!
And then you can see as sniper barrels have become visible from all around these rocky crags surrounding this white blast door. And you hear a
Okay,
single
everybody.
voice call out, "Leave now and you won't be hurt. The Grand Countess was not expecting you yet. You're here too early. Come back later."
No. I'm sorry. That's not how this is gonna happen. The
Let me look at
Countess
my
doesn't
spells.
just get to come
Uh-oh.
into my
Hold on.
brain, into my dream, and say, hey, the world might be ending in 2 weeks. And then when we fucking get here, you say we're too goddamn early. The Countess should have been more prepared. Maybe she's just not smart enough.
So you've given
No,
up
she
yourself
thought
then.
we weren't
Anybody-
smart enough to figure it out this quickly.
Should we shoot these
Dr.
turrets?
Hadley with a fucking.
I
No,
mean-
we're just gonna stand here and argue with it.
I
No,
think we
are,
should
'cause
shoot
you
these
know what?
turrets.
This is it. I'm pretty pissed off actually. We took our
You-
time
that's
too.
so fair.
We were actually worried we were gonna be late. So I'm sorry we're not here on the Countess's timetable, but we're here now, and she will be dealing with us now.
Can I? How sturdy is that door looking?
Like, can we shoot it?
1 second.
You're good. Take your time.
So
We're
I
gonna get
doubt it. It's a
shot like a
blast
lot.
door.
No, I know, but I have a guiding bolt, which is pretty
Oh.
fucking crazy.
So- as you look past this group towards that blast door, you can see that there's holes burned in it, and it looks like people have already pushed their way through and are inside. Might be already too late.
Now we just need to get inside.
yeah. Yep. All right.
Mm.
Okay.
And also,
Am
I'd like some perception checks. Are there 2 people regular or 1 person with advantage? Bellaris, remember?
I'm not
I
very
have-
good.
A +5 in perception.
Please go. Not
I
me.
don't have very good perception.
But you have advantage
Oh, I do.
naturally. Mechanical eyes.
So you and
Oh,
you
right.
and Clem make the perception check.
Ooh, I could
18.
also use my X-ray eyes to see through if needed.
Too far away.
Well, the point still stands. I'm gonna get closer to it.
Eventually, yeah.
Ooh. 16.
Okay. Clementine?
Oh, I wrote 18.
18. Okay. Sorry. We didn't hear you, or at least I didn't.
Oh.
As you guys are looking up, you notice there's a strange whitish, like, circling energy around these guys' heads. You think that they're either charmed or they're enchanted in some way. Like these
Well, my detect magic is up.
Um,
What
too far
is
away.
there anything?
30 feet.
I think
Okay.
I have something.
Can I
Okay,
detect?
did
Is
I
there like a
prepare it?
lead person? Like, who did someone pop out and say this to
Yeah,
us,
someone
or
from-
were they?
All the way over here, like 100 feet away or whatever.
Okay, what's
Whatever
the
that
range
is.
on detect thoughts?
Ooh. What is that? It's a question. It's a question. $30 feet.
Okay, I'm just gonna get closer.
Okay.
Gonna shoot you.
Bellaris,
I
you
don't
start to walk
really-
out.
I'm gonna cast shield right now.
That's not how shield works.
Why not?
Shield is a reaction.
Okay, well, that's what's going to happen.
Okay. As you start to walk out, readying yourself to cast shield, all of these you watch as like 8 dots like line themselves up on your chest, and that first voice is like, "I warned you. You're not allowed here
no.
yet. The Grand Countess has not okayed the admittance of your group yet. You'll be allowed in when she says." And we lost someone. Hello?
Rose is back.
Okay, sorry. I
That's fine.
cut out. You said
It's
8
okay.
dot.
Yeah, say 8 dots appear on Bellaris' chest. And the same sniper who was talking before says, "You're not allowed in yet. The Grand Countess will say when your group is allowed entrance." Bellaris walks another 5 feet forward. "Well, all right then." And
God,
as
fucking...
8 shots ring out, we are going to end the game there.
What the fuck?
I
don't even
have
get to see my
Revivify
shield.
prepared, but we only have 1 diamond. So
I'm not that
so
worried
everybody
for-
knows.
No, I have a diamond as well because of my chromatic orb. So
Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing combat today, but it seems like there was a force readied against you
Yeah.
just in case you got here early,
Mm-hmm.
which you did, which
But I don't
means
want to
that they
have
probably
to kill all these
they
nice
almost
men.
certainly do not have the iris out yet. They're almost certainly still working on that, but they're here,
And
which
that's why we
The
need to get
Countess
in there
pissed-
before
the
they
Countess
get there.
pissed me off pretty bad. I'm not above killing these people. I'm
I am-
mad.
Yeah.
I am excited for you guys just to wreck shit. Honestly, I actually think next session we might just end this early. I mean, like, if you can do this, take them out before they get the iris out, you could just finish this arc.
I
Which
do
would be
believe
fucking
that.
crazy. I readied these really, really, really strong guys, and like, I mean, you almost killed the council once before.
That's true.
Right.
He was
It
at like
did
6.
take like so much out of
It did.
us though. Like we were really close to dying.
Yeah, he was at like
But we
6
have a
hit
lot
points.
more stuff now.
You do. So I think it genuinely, it might happen next session where you guys might either end this or it might keep going.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so
Thank you
excited.
guys for joining us for tonight's game
Yeah.
of Icarius the Black Between the Stars. Thank you very much. We will not be playing the next 2 weeks. The next time we'll be back is Sunday the 16th with episode 16 of Icarius. Just keep an eye on the channel for other random videos, eyes on the Twitter and whatnot for other miscellaneous announcements. And follow us on Patreon, damn it.
Go check it out. There's a
Yeah.
lot of really
Yeah.
cool stuff on there that's really useful for new DMs.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and I'll see you again later. Bye.